I feel like there's a fundamental misunderstanding that we need to address. Also, hi everyone. Banana. The problem isn't will I remember to eat while Jeff is gone. The problem is will I eat food that counts as food. So yes, I ate dinner, but dinner was a bunch of frozen mac and cheese and then 2 cookies. Does that count? Then yes. Did I have the exact same thing for lunch? Also yes. Now we start getting into a weird territory. The problem is, I will eat. I will eat while Jeff is gone. I will go, I'm hungry. I will eat. I should eat something. If I'm, like, busy, I might, like, miss lunch and then I go, shit, it's 1:30, and then I'll eat then. Because I haven't just noticed I'm hungry at that point. But what qualifies as a meal at that point gets a little wibbly wobbly. Anyways, Liz, again, that doesn't sound like a problem. I agree with Banana. Just eat ice cream for dinner. Do that. That's what we've established is acceptable. I've established it as acceptable. Oh shit, except Banana's the adult here. The adulty adult. Fuck. Does Banana supersede me? Anyways, before I talk too much more, hey guys, I'm gonna start a prediction. For a timer that'll start once we get into the actual game. Time to the first I hate all of these choices, because I'm not going into a dungeon immediately. There will be talking to people. So, you can get that prediction in. Do that. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's very good. I misjudged the volume of this glass, and so it doesn't have as much ginger beer as it's supposed to for the amount of whiskey that's in here. And it's very good already. Oh no. Oh no. Anyways, I'm gonna catch up. Oh, yes, it is a problem when you don't have the ice cream. Yeah, you didn't say, that wasn't how you phrased the problem, Liz. You're like, I have a problem, I want ice cream. The problem is, I have a problem. I want ice cream and I don't have any. Or just even saying, I have a problem, I don't have any ice cream. You could do that. The problem is not that you want it, the problem is the lack of the ice cream. So, got Girl Scout cookies at the rugby game. See, that's the thing that I miss about, like, this is one thing. It's like, I'm not in an office anymore, so I don't have a Girl Scout cookie hookup. I love that lipstick. Thank you! It's my villain lipstick. The first time I put it on, I was like, this is some bad bitch vibes. And I just hadn't worn it in a while. I don't feel particularly villainy or evil today. But I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna put it on. I guess I am wearing my, I don't think you guys can see it. It's a black on black design. You can see a little bit of the reflections on it right here. It's a black on black of a spell circle. Some D&D shit. There's also a little dice on it. And a ton of Tucker hair, it turns out. But, I was like, that seems to kind of go, and I figure it was a good balance to the hot pink eyeshadow. I think I've decided what I need to do for choosing my makeup for a stream, because I'm like, I have 3 palettes that are quite large, and I just kind of look at it every time, and I go, okay, what colors do I want to fuck with today? I feel like I should make a chart, and I should roll for it. I should roll for makeup. Be like, roll for, I should roll like a D4 to be like, how many eyeshadow colors do I need? And then roll for what the colors are, and then roll for lip color. I could just look insane, or it might be poppin', who knows? So I think I'm gonna try that at some point. The reason I have cookies to go with my mac and cheese is because Jeff feels bad about how long he's gone, so he sent me Tiff's treats. I got home from work, and cookies showed up, and it was great. Oh god. I just got the most unhinged text message. My bosses at Turbodor play in a Pathfinder game, and their party has a pet named Blorp. It is a gelatinous cube. It is a sentient, like, has an actual level of intelligence gelatinous cube that they've adopted. It's a long story. And they were just like, oh my god, could you cast a Blorp for us? As a, like, we've just been using a clear D6, and it occurs to us we could have a custom Blorp, because he also has stuff in him. Incredible. Okay, catching up on chat still. Catching up. I'm discussing going and getting DQ with my mom. Yes, please go get Dairy Queen. I haven't had a Blizzard in so long. I don't know why I thought of that the other day, and I was like, fuck, I just kind of just want... I want a thick ice cream with a bunch of shit beaten into it. I don't know why. It just sounds like it slaps. So, eat a vegetable. I don't know if I... Okay, every morning... Joe, thank you so much for the pre-sub. Every morning, I have an omelet with tomatoes, spinach, and goat cheese. So I did start my day with veggies. I did have a vegetable today. It was the only one, but I did do it. Oh, and I had some fries earlier, actually, too. That's potatoes. So, we're good there. God, okay. I'm still working on catching up. Please don't say, oh, yeah, I got what you, yeah, Joe, how was it down with you guys? Yeah, we're gonna talk about the ice storm and all the shenanigans with that once James is here. I want to wait till James is here because I don't want him to miss my recount of how things went here. Villain's here, hello? Ashley, I'm always proud of you. Also, Ashley, I keep meaning to send you a message and I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna just tell you right now. No, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna send it to you. Curse me. Maybe I shouldn't like say it out loud. There we go. Okay, I've done it. I made eye contact with your username, and I remember to do it now. So there we go. You didn't have mac and cheese and cookies for breakfast? No, so I'm super weird about breakfast. My first meal of the day must be a breakfast food. And that applies whether I woke up at 7 a.m. or, like, if I managed to it will never happen. But, like, let's assume the dogs didn't start demanding their food first thing in the morning. If I was, like, on vacation, could sleep till whenever, and I wake up at noon, I still must have a breakfast food. If I try to skip having a breakfast food, and I'm like, well, it's lunchtime, I should have a lunch food. I feel gross, like my body is non-functional. It's like, this is the wrong kind of fuel. I can't get started. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work. Must be some kind of breakfast food, or something I can convince myself is a breakfast food. And I can't just put an egg on it and be like, it's breakfast now! Like, I've tried that. I tried cheating the system. That didn't work either. We have another new sister. She adopted us this time, though. You're gonna have to explain that, Sassy. What the fuck? Right, Joe only lost power for 12 hours. That's good. That's good. Didn't even need to bring out my terracotta pot space heater. Yeah, that's something. Okay, Sassy. Oh, I don't have to scroll on the chat anymore. I've almost caught up. Oh, you guys only have a little bit of time left to make your predictions on how long until we get I hate all of these choices. And that timer starts once I start the game, so... Okay, this girl came in a few weeks ago, was there at the same time that Dad came in for something for Sassy Toddler. She decided she loved Dad, wanted him as her dad. She's exactly like us. Oh, that's a problem for everyone that would encounter just one of us at a time. God forbid the three of us are in the same room. See, that's the thing. Breakfast is an all-day food, but not every food is a breakfast food. Like, anything you can have for breakfast, you can have at any point in the day. But, like, first meal must be breakfast. So, that's why brunch exists. No, but here's the thing, is even if I go to brunch, and I'm with a bunch of other fucking weirdos, like, let's do brunch at noon. I'm like, that's not brunch, that's just lunch. Also, I am still having breakfast. Like, if I get to a brunch place and their brunch menu is, James! Oh, fuck, I don't have Discord open. I knew I was forgetting something. It was a bit chaotic getting started. I thought James would be in 8 p.m. like normal, but maybe not. Oh, Discord's thinking real hard. Yeah. If I get to a brunch place and it's like all the food is like lunchy foods but has an egg on it and that's how they're doing it, no, fuck all of that. That button. And no, did it timed me out. Okay, are we good now?
I am papaya.
Wait, did you say I have papaya?
I said hiya papaya.
Oh, okay. I just heard I have papaya, and I was like, I don't understand what that means in the slightest.
Well, papaya are great vegetables.
It's not. I guess wheat isn't either. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Hi, Internet. I hope everyone's doing well today.
Goodness. I didn't think I was gonna have you for a little bit of time.
Well, you know, the fun thing about the weekend is that I have a little bit more control over the schedule and getting the children down.
Okay, I figured it was always like I just figured it was gonna be. If anything, I figured it was gonna be a little bit later. So I'm glad to have you so early.
I'm glad to be here and that you started late. Which
yeah,
I think it's very nice that you blamed the dogs, but you just wanted to wait for me. I appreciate it.
Yes, that was exactly it. Yeah, no, I mean we've been cooped up for a couple of days, so they haven't really had a good walk. So I understand why they wanted to like get out.
Wait, did something happen?
Oh my god, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, they just wanted to sniff everything. And so we just had the walk that normally takes us about 15 minutes, it was a 40-minute walk. Just got to sniff all the things. We added no distance. I need to be very clear on that. There was no distance added. It was just sniffing. So, anyways, yeah, we'll talk about the ice storm here in a second. All right, the prediction is closed, so I'm going to get my timer up so I can start it when we get into the game. James, in case you didn't see it, I ran a prediction on time till my first I hate all of these choices.
What's the over under right now?
There's not an easy way for me to see what the current split on everything is. And also the only thing I could see is like the math gets fucking weird because I can see how many people voted for a thing and how many points they put in. So like the one time like Carl one of the options looked like it was like, oh, this one's the overwhelming favorite. It's just like, no, it only had Carl backing it, and he had just dumped literally all of his points into it. So there's a lot going on there. So even if I could pull it up, I don't know how useful it would be. But let's see, I want a stopwatch. That's the button I want. So I'm gonna share my screen. I haven't done that yet. And then we'll get started.
Woo!
And it'll be great. Okay, so in theory that's there. Why do my screens feel like they're not where I want them to be? I don't really know what's up with that. But it's okay.
I think, didn't we change everything up while I was there just to make my screen watching a little easier?
Yeah, so like I did move stuff around so that way you could like see chat better and all that kind of stuff. And so it's like, I feel like I moved it all back in the right places, but something just feels off about it and I can't figure out what it is. So anyways, oh yeah, Ashley said we were going to be proud of her and then I don't remember.
She had a salad. She ate it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. The order of things she posted was
broccoli.
You'll all be proud of me. Okay, there it is. And then we just said ooh secrets. I did miss the thing in the middle. Broccoli and rice. Yeah, hell yeah. I am proud of you. Okay, yeah, Carl, be careful. Yeah, hey everybody. Use your points wisely. I guess it's too late now. You've already done your predictions, but like I am starting to figure out what my weekends look like so that way we can pick a new day for crowd control. Do another one of those. We're gonna get into the game. How was the ice storm for you, James?
It wasn't terrible. At no point did we lose power, so I feel very grateful for that. We had one day of school that was canceled, and that was on Wednesday, and then Tuesday and Thursday were 2-hour delays. And my children got to appreciate that feeling of watching the local news, watching the ticker, looking for those school.
Oh man, I remember
They
that.
Yeah. The thing is, like, we already knew it was, canceled or a 2-hour delay, and they can't read well yet. So it's not like. But we were very keen to point out to them, like, look, Justin oldest daughter, that's your school right there. They said it's closed. And she's like, oh, we're not going to school today because, in kindergarten, school's still fun. Like, they still want to go.
That's true.
But we had a fun day at home. With all of that, but yeah, it's just wild thinking about how I threaded the needle escaping Austin.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Chad, I want you to know, like, if I were trapped, because Jeff had vominosed as well, but if I were trapped there, I would be dead right now, and I would be the food keeping Jen and the puppies alive right now.
No, it would have been fine.
Ish.
Worst case scenario, we would have gotten to a point where you just lived upstairs and I just lived downstairs, and it would have been okay.
It sounds like all of my college roommates. Like, look, we'll be on other sides of the house and it will be fine. And
gosh, it would have been fine because like I had enough backup power sources. There's a loose hair in my shirt. Just, I know you can't see this, but when the rest of the stream is like, what is Jen doing? And I'm just trying to figure out where this is. As I had enough backup stuff, like backup power sources where it's like, cool, you could have just played a bunch of Fire Emblem, and as your Switch started to die, we could have recharged it. It would have been good. And I was making hot buttered bourbons, and like the night that I actually lost power for like, I didn't go into work on Tuesday because it was iced over enough that like my car was encased. I was like, I can't even open this, so I'm not going anywhere. And then Wednesday was very cold, and around lunchtime I lost power. Like it went off briefly and then came back, and I was like, okay. And then like a half hour later, it like went down for 30 seconds and came back. No, that's not good that it's happened twice now. And then around 2 p.m. it went down and it stayed down. So I made a blanket nest on the bed because our bedroom actually holds heat pretty well. And so it was like, did that and did all my things around the house to like close things and hang up blankets and whatever to try to conserve as much as possible. And like went on while I knew I still had water, like pulled water into a pot just in case, and did all that stuff. And then I just settled into a blanket fort with the dogs and my fully charged laptop. I was like, cool, I'll work on like my D&D notes. And like there was a period of time where I'd like worked on dice for a little bit, but the candlelight was like not nearly enough to see what I was doing. So I was like, I'm just gonna work on this stuff. And
not nearly enough lumens coming from that light source.
No, not quite. So it was funny though. So like it went out, and like I gave up at one point because I was like, cool, I'm out of power on a bunch of my things, and I was like, they're recharging right now, but I can't use them right now. And I'm prioritizing, like, I made sure I used my phone minimally, because I was like, that I'm gonna need. So I was like, that's charging first. So it's like, I'm just gonna go to bed. It's 8:30. I popped some extra melatonin. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go to bed. There's nothing else.
Go.
There's nothing else to do.
Just like the pioneers used to do.
Yeah. And the one interesting thing about the way our house is set up is we have a number of lights and other system things that are connected to a smart home thing, which means all the switches are pretty much always on, and it's that system that controls whether they're actually on. So whenever we lose power, when the power comes back, everything turns on because that system works on Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi hasn't rebooted, so there's nothing to tell it, hey, these shouldn't actually be on at the moment. So we're always very aware when the power comes back in the middle of the night because every light in our bedroom is connected to this and whatever.
I think the hallelujah, oh my god. Hallelujah chorus is a little much to add with all the lights coming on at the same time.
Yeah,
Boy,
a little
I haven't
bit.
even started drinking yet today.
That was very funny. It was very good.
It's an awkward word. It is a very awkward word.
Oh yeah, for sure. So anyways, I'm snuggled in. The dogs are under the covers, snuggled up with me. It's very cozy. We're like, I can tell the air outside of the bed is a little bit chilly, but like, we're good. And all the lights come on. And so I check my phone, and it is 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, dope. That wasn't very long at all. And so I was like, cool, I need to go around and like turn off some things, and like all of my dice stuff in the garage was like, all that's gonna be very angry because it was, I was like, there's some things that I think were on when power went down, and I didn't want to go into the garage while everything was freezing. So I was like, let me go like do these. So I'm like going around the house, like doing the things that need to be taken care of now that power is back. I have just finished this. I'm like, cool. And I close the bedroom door again, and as soon as the door closes, everything goes out again. I was like, motherfucker.
And it's that special type of silence too, like when you hear electricity not being there anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah.
Dude, like, part of the reason I went to bed so early was because not only was I like out of stuff I could do, but also the fact that the house was just dead silent except for the drips of water from our faucets. Because we had to drip all of them so they wouldn't freeze. I was like, the fact that was the only sound, I was like, this is torture. This is torture. I was like, I'm putting in earplugs and just going to bed. So anyways, the thing happens at 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, motherfucker. Well, all right. Cozy back into bed. Some time goes by. All the lights come back on. I'm like, the fuck? Now it's 3:30. And I was like, okay. It's like, I'm not gonna, like, since I know the other stuff is taken care of, like, in the rest of the house, like, I turned off main power, so I was like, I'm not worried about that stuff. I just need to get out of bed and do the stuff that's here in the bedroom, which I, like, could have done, the first time, but I was just so irritated and cold, I was like, fuck it, like, it's off, what do I care? So I go and I turn all those off, and I settle back into bed. And now there are no lights, but I can hear the heater running, I can hear the unit. And I'm in bed, another minute or two goes by, and pew, silence. Motherfucker! So anyways, 2 hours later at 5:30, it came back on, and it stayed on until 1 p.m. So at least I got the house warmed back up. It had gotten down to like 50 in the house, so that was not my favorite. But it came back on, and I was like, yay. And then did that cool thing where several times over the course of the afternoon it would go down for like 30 seconds. The other thing I realized is that me fixing the time on the oven was cursed. Every time I fixed the time on the oven, that's when it went down again. I was like, fuck it, I'm not touching it. So to this moment, right now, real life time, the oven's still blinking because I'm afraid to touch it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, it wouldn't put it past me that Texas's power grid is based solely on your oven, and I wish I was joking.
Look, here's the thing, yeah, the power grid is such a fucking disaster, it might be. There just might be one of those weird things where, like, nope, that was too much of a power draw, and that tripped something. So anyways, there was
Well, I'm glad you have power again.
Me too! And it was really funny. All the, like, you look outside, you can't even tell anything was a mess anymore. Like, there's still shards of tree everywhere. But, like, today, like, Griff, like, I have a picture of Griff laying in the grass. Like, it's fine now. You couldn't even tell that 2-3 days ago was a fucking disaster. I was on the phone with my mom, talking to Lo Mom, and we're just chatting. And I'm working on dice. And she's like, you good on power? I was like, yeah. I was like, all the ice is melted, and, like, ours came back, so it's like, since the ice is gone, I don't think we have to worry about any more lines coming down. So we should be in the clear. And I say this, and I shit you not, a minute later, we're talking, I'm mid-sentence something else, and my power goes out. So I'm, like, in the middle of a sentence, and, like, seamlessly, whatever it was I was saying, I was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. You've gotta be fucking shitting me. And she's like, are you okay? And I was like, the power just went out again. And she's like, oh, no. I'm like, yes!
Did Jeff try to remote into your oven to change the power? Like, I'm sure, like, he's trying to find ways to be helpful, and he's like, well, let me look. Well, the oven looks like it's blinking. Let me just try to remote into it. And
yeah, it was, I was like, I can't say this out loud anymore. I was like, nothing. I was like, so don't change it. Don't acknowledge it. It's fine. Everything's super fine.
Well, but now I mean, I'm willing to bet, yeah, things seem to be fine-ish. I mean, I think there
Yeah.
are still some parts of Austin that are suffering, but
Oh, like a
clearly,
lot of Austin is still a mess.
Yeah.
And not in out of power. I think South Austin has it worse this time. I know there are some people who still don't have power, so nobody I like enough to be like, hey, come live at my house for a few days, but people that I'm like, I know you enough to feel bad for you, but not enough to be like, here's my address.
Take that, South Austin. You've had it too good for too long. I mean, you're just north San Antonio as far as I'm concerned.
Wow. Joe, are you gonna take that? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay, I'm gonna actually start the game now, which means I need to also start my timer. Unless you have another story you'd want to get it. I don't remember exactly where we stopped, so I don't know if we're gonna launch right into game bullshit or if we'll have more story time right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously have plenty of stories, but I mean, you could start the game back up, but I have a really quick one.
Okay.
This is the end of a longer story, but it's a separate story. So, Justin's oldest daughter is playing basketball in a kindergarten league. After the game, where we play basketball, there's a park, like a playground at the school. And if she like has a good game, and not like performance-wise, but just like doesn't throw tantrums or is kind of a team player, which is really what you're aiming for in kindergarten.
Yeah.
We go to the playground afterwards. And she and her sister were playing on the playground. They were having a great time. And there's like a big open field right next to the playground where people were like throwing frisbees and balls to dogs. And this big, beautiful white lab ran past his owner, past all of the kids in the playground, past all of the parents sitting down on benches and standing up on benches. It came straight to me and dropped the ball. And I'm like, oh, you knew I wanted to play with you. You could smell it. Oh, you're such a good boy. I want to play with you. You could tell.
That's so good. I love that when dogs can tell. I love that.
Hey, this guy seems pretty chill. I think he's going to throw the ball. Are you going to throw the ball? and I don't want to say that he completely ignored my wife, but that would be an accurate telling of the story.
Oh, womp womp.
Yeah, I don't think Jamf is in chat right now, but she was standing right next to me, but that dog came right to my feet and dropped the ball.
Incredible. Could tell you might have a better arm, so.
Maybe.
Oh,
no,
she's here.
She's here.
Oh, all right.
So,
go ahead.
yeah, I was about to say, I think the lies pertain to the fact that she is here, and I misspoke, but that dog absolutely passed her up.
All right, I have started the timer for our bet. Okay, the cat is sitting. I can't leave. Oh, that's right. That was what made me mad before. So I think it's just is sitting can't leave, or is sitting is I can go to the cafe.
Yeah, sitting is you can be in LeBlanc. Yeah. Laying down is you got to go to sleep.
Okay. I probably want to study, I think is what I remember us saying.
Now listen up.
Yeah, studying good.
Make sure you close up.
But here's a fun fact. So Morgana is constantly telling you to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The VA for Morgana has a YouTube video up of her reading "Go the F to Sleep."
Oh,
and
good.
It's perfect. It's exactly what you imagine it to be.
Incredible.
Well then.
Okay, Jam. Yes, the dog tippeth its hat to you, but it dropped the ball at my feet. Yeah. So yeah, Ashley's right. I summoned Jamp by saying something into the universe, and Jen destroys Austin's power by setting her oven.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Oh, that's right. I forgot that Mishima has totally outed us to this other dude. Yeah. This is such a bad thing.
We have the worst superpowers, Jen.
We really do. Oh my god.
I think we were weren't we talking about that when we played Breach?
It's just sending me there. Great, okay.
Yeah. Like, we were talking about our quirks. Like, if we had quirks, what would they be, or something like that? I think maybe I'm conflating when it happened, but I feel like that was a thing.
I don't remember what you're talking about, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe Mally and I were talking, and just like my high school friend, I've inserted you into the story.
Maybe it was that. I'm not saying it didn't happen. It's just right now it is not finding purchase in my brain meat of like, yes, there was a memory here.
In your brain meat. I guess brain technically, would brain be considered meat? Or is meat specifically muscle and
I mean, brain's muscle.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, brain, like, meat can't be just muscle. Like, because, like, fat's always a part of it, and a delicious part of it if you do it right. And so it's like... Anyways, this is voice acted.
That's some food for thought.
Who's that?
Oh, no, is someone else following us? Oh,
Excuse me.
It's that guy.
It's bowl cut.
Yeah,
Big bowl cut.
yeah, it's bowl cut. Okay.
That's Nakanohara.
Yeah, we know that.
Mishima
Did your
told us
cat
to
just
meet him
meow
here
at
in
me?
Shibuya today.
Yeah, I really... The amount of talking this cat does is really concerning. And you'd think he would have learned on the fucking train not to do that.
That same girl is gonna walk by. Ooh, Kitty's back!
Right?
For real?
Ryuji, this was like, I know, like, for me, it was like 2 weeks ago. For you, it was literally 2 days. So, like, you did not do well on your exams, did you?
He did not.
Yeah.
My name is Nakanohara.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Great.
I want to know how many takes that VA needed to do to get that name just right.
Seriously.
He seems pretty nice. Doesn't seem like the stalker type.
Well, not anymore.
I think the change of heart must have worked.
The administrator of that website
It's
contacted
funny
me.
how frying someone's brain makes them a different
They told me
person.
to look for someone in a Shujin uniform with a cat.
So, what do you want?
You may have already heard, but there's someone I wish to trigger a change of heart in. An artist by the
Willing to
name
pay
of
cash.
Maru.
Here's a suitcase. Here's a briefcase.
You think this is it? Is the pupil gonna confess his master's secrets?
Ryuji, he's like, right here. Please don't say anything else stupid. This is already a bad idea that we're all meeting here.
Maybe just a
Shadow
stage
did
whisper.
mention Madarame as well.
I'm one of Madarame's former pupils. He gave me lodging at his home, where I thought only about art. I genuinely wanted to be an artist. There was another
Now wear
pupil
a
as
suit.
well, a very talented man, multiple years my senior. Obviously, Madarame kept tabs on him. Everything he made was claimed as a Madarame original. He wasn't the only victim, though.
Right, we got some real proof of the plagiarism.
No, it's not plagiarism. It's literal theft. It's literal. It's that meme of, you made this, I made this, and then they give it to the person, they go, and then they're like, I made this. Like, it's that. It is absolutely that. Madarame would 100% be an AI art bro. 100%.
It is, you know, I mean, maybe this game is just prophetic. And you know what?
In response to Madarame's
I can't really
actions,
segue
that
into
senior
being
pupil
prophetic,
committed
but
suicide.
just Nola's daughter got out of bed to say hello to everyone.
Ooh!
Okay, I'm gonna take my headphones out.
Okay.
All right. Can you say hello, Miss Jen?
Hello, Miss Jen.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Good.
Did you have fun at basketball today?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you see a puppy at the playground? Yeah.
Was it a big fluffy puppy?
Yeah.
She was so excited. She was so excited she didn't want to come down the slide to get near it.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, I am so glad that you came down to say hello. Can you tell everyone to like and subscribe?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, say it.
No.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. You
That is-
don't have to commit. You don't have to perform on command. That's really good of you.
That is, yeah. Establishing boundaries is very good.
It is very good.
But thank you for coming to say hello.
Yeah.
Can you say goodnight to everyone?
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, also like and subscribe, please. I love you.
So good. So good.
It's so good.
I have my own visitor right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, come here, baby. Nope, we got in our bed. Okay, that's the opposite.
Nope.
He just went to bed. I can't rub your belly from there, buddy. Oh my goodness. That was a perfect interruption to the text that's on the screen. Jesus.
No. Let me tell you, Justin's oldest daughter, we're still working on shooting, but she is like a head and a half taller than the next tallest kid on her team, and she just plays mean defense. It's really funny to see.
That's awesome.
But yeah, during this game, and I have another story about it, which we'll get into, but it was funny because what they do in Kindergarten League is that they give each kid a colored armband, so like red, yellow, green, so that they know who they're supposed to be guarding on the other team. Because
Okay.
so instead of like, oh, I'm looking for 44, like, oh, I'm looking for green. I'm wearing green. That's my guy.
Gotcha.
So the person who was assigned to guard my daughter just wanted to play tag with her. So they were running around the court. He was chasing her,
Oh my
and she was
God.
like, "No, like keep away." And then another one of the other team wanted to play. So now my daughter is drawn 2 defenders on her. So my daughter has created a 4-on-3 for her kindergarten team, and I'm like, "Yes, I'm so proud."
So good. Beautiful.
Anyway, let's get back to bowl cut.
Back to this.
Suicide.
He
That's a
must have
word
been
to come
unable
back to.
bear
Yep.
Seeing his work praised under Madarame's name. That was when I disobeyed Madarame's orders and left. But he quickly pressured other parts of the art world, and my life as a painter was destroyed.
And then I found this
I
suit.
tried to turn over a new leaf working at a ward office, but it was no use.
Working at a ward office.
What does that mean?
That's what I'm trying to think. Like, so like, ward, would that be like a county maybe? Like their version of a county or
Yeah,
a borough?
maybe.
My attachment to art warped my emotions. Soon I began getting attached to everything.
It's like ward, like housing?
Maybe.
In the end, I even turned into a stalker.
I don't know if I would laugh about that, but like, okay.
Well, you know,
I'd like
I'm
to
glad it was
ask
voice
again.
acted because I would have read
Please,
that very
make
differently
Madara
if it had not been voice acted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only for me, it's to save the life of another man as well. Even now, there's still one young man remaining under Madarame's tutelage.
Yeah, like where did the, like, is he just like between students right now as far as everybody else goes? Or did everyone else fucking leave? Like why is he the only one there?
I think he's about your age.
That has to be Yusuke.
Stop yowling!
I'd like to imagine.
Not only
I'd like
is
to
he a talented
imagine.
artist,
Oh,
he also
still.
owes Madarame
Sorry.
for taking him in after his mother passed.
I'd like to imagine that it's like when Morgana is talking, it's like listening to another language that everyone only hears meows until proper nouns come out. So like meow meow meow, Yosuke, meow meow meow.
That would be great.
He is the perfect target.
So Yusuke's got no choice but to listen.
I actually spoke to him a few times back when I was still living at Madarame's. I asked him if he found it painful to stay with Madarame. And you know what he said? If I could leave, I would.
Kitagawa-kun.
I have no right to say this given my prior cowardice, but I don't want to see another suicide. I'd like to find a way to save this young man. He has a bright future ahead of him. Please consider that when thinking about changing Madarame's heart.
We'll be sure to tell the Phantom Thieves that. Thank you, Bolka.
Thank you, random citizen.
You've been asked to act directly on behalf of one of Madarame's victims.
I hate this. That doesn't count for the bet, because that's not choices. I hate that Mishina's just like setting us up with like meeting people when we're supposed to be like hidden, and it's not.
It sounds like we don't have the time to deliberate whether or not to change
I don't know.
Madarame's
Maybe
heart.
he thought like, well, you've already fried this guy's brain once. You know, maybe do it again after you talk to him.
Hell yeah! Madarame's just a piece of shit. Preys on the weak.
Suicide. I'll never let something like that happen. Plus, we finally got to hear how Kitagawa-kun really feels.
Well, since we've reached a unanimous decision, how about we continue this at our new hideout?
Ooh.
My fellow thieves, welcome to our new hideout.
We've been here before! Several times!
But now it's official. It's like when you get the keys of the new house, like you've seen the house already. You should have seen the house already.
But like we've already been this is different. This is like if we had already had dinner in the house a few times. We've already done meetings here. It's not like we were just like, oh, we've been here before, like checked it out. It was like we've been doing stuff in this spot.
Yeah, that's
Our
fair.
target this time is Madarame.
No last name given.
Ryuji is just like super not paying attention to anything happening here.
No,
saw that
is he
palace.
looking at his phone or picking
We'll
his
pay
nails?
dearly
I
if we
can't
assume
tell.
Oh,
it's
that's
just
his
going to be
phone.
like the last one.
Okay.
And furthermore, Lady Ann's chastity.
It
is on
what?
the line.
It what? Oh, because of the nude painting thing. Okay, but still not quite. Not quite. But
I don't think you understand the meaning of that word.
yeah, like I understand why you were going for that, but also like not quite.
We'll need to do what we did with Kamoshida. First, we secure an infiltration route in the palace. After that, we send our calling card. Once
Villain,
the
I'm
treasure
pretty
has
sure,
materialized,
like,
we
the
steal
house
it.
that I'm in right now, I've been in for 8 years. I'm pretty sure there was a random box in the attic I just never opened up for my last move.
Oh, we definitely have stuff here that we've just been like, we'll deal with that later, and later has just never happened.
Yeah.
So, and we've been here 5 years, almost 6 now.
Oh, I got a question. Madarame doesn't know that we were doing stuff in the palace yet? Why are we already getting treated like criminals in there?
You're learning, Ryuji. Well done. It must be
Can you say
because
it
he
more
doesn't trust
patronizingly,
anyone.
please?
Any unknown person may as well be an enemy.
Or maybe he's just super salty from all those rumors that have been spreading about him.
Then his palace being so crazy had nothing to do with us?
Either way, we should stay on our best behavior. It'll be harder for us to steal the treasure if we needlessly increase the security level.
We need to be careful of Kitagawa-kun this time too. I'm sure that whatever he sees will just get passed on to Madarame.
That's right.
Hey, what is Madarame's treasure going to look like anyway? Another crown?
No, probably not, because it was crowned because he felt like he was a king of his castle. So this is, I don't know, gonna be a giant fucking painting or something.
I doubt that.
Maybe a
But my sixth
clipboard.
sense will know
People
when I
love having
see it.
clipboards at art museums.
Maybe just a golden statue of himself. That feels like that could be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you go completely nuts, huh?
Our time limit is when the exhibit ends, right? That means June 5th.
Oh, you got plenty of
We'll
time.
carry out the plan after we've sent out the calling card. So our infiltration route will need to be set in stone 2 days prior on June 2nd.
Now listen here. We can't mess this up, no matter what, okay?
All right.
Okay.
There it is, the Tiara Club. We
Hey!
made it.
Goodness gracious.
We got 18 days. Plenty of time. You're gonna one day this, aren't you, Jen?
I mean, maybe, hopefully, probably. Any reason I shouldn't just fucking go in? Oh, shit. Occasionally you encounter palace obstacles that are impassable and require interacting with the target in the real world? What?!
Tutorial time.
You will need to leave the palace to find the obstruction. Enter palaces quickly to find obstacles and triumph over challenges before the deadline. Why? Why? Why is this a thing? Why is there an artificial inflation of how many in-game days it's going to take to do a fucking palace? There's no reason for this.
Maybe they just didn't want people blitzing through it in one day.
Why though? Why would it matter if someone blitzed through it in a day? If they have done that much grinding to be that leveled up that they can just do that, good for them. Fuck off with this. Anyways, it's fine.
You got so upset, your gain went off the charts on my end.
My bad, sorry.
That's all right. It's all right. It was like even the computer could feel the pain.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're making Jam feel better.
Good. Sassy, that's a good fucking point. James is over here saying you gotta one day it, knowing full well I literally can't because of this bullshit right here.
Oh, it's almost like I was setting expectations for the next 10 seconds.
Is there any reason I shouldn't go? I was gonna already ask before this popped up, is there any reason I shouldn't immediately just go in right now? And because this is here, I feel like I definitely should immediately go in, because apparently I'm gonna have to go back and forth for no reason other than the game devs are like, our game's too short. What do we do? Let's just add in impassable shit.
Yeah, 100 hours is a long time. Isn't really a long time for a JRPG. I bet we could stretch it out to 120. Okay. This was Steve's idea in shipping and receiving.
God. All right, so we're just gonna go in. We're just gonna go in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
go in. I was gonna say, like, if you wanted, I think you're pretty well stocked up on equipment, but we could have made the joke of looking for the sweater at Iwa's shop.
Yeah. I figure, like, if I'm gonna have to come out, what am I wearing?
Now.
Are those corduroy pants?
You're wearing, I think everyone is in the Catherine outfits from
Oh my god. That's right. I should change everybody's outfit real quick. Yeah, I figure if we're gonna have to leave anyways at some point, so I'll just get to one of those points, hopefully, and then I can just stock up when I have to leave the place. So.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I should write something.
No, I mean I should do that, I guess.
You don't want to go back through all those cutscenes again.
Yeah, right? Alright, equipment, me, outfit, alright. Just do that one. Alright, where are we on for Morgana? We're almost, I feel like we're almost through stuff, so we can go back to Jam's favorite. Featherman? I don't know what that
That's
is.
like Feathermen are like Power Rangers in the Persona universe.
Alright, here we go.
Let's see.
Oh! Boy! Are you the Norwegian curling team? What are these pants? Alright.
You are the Norwegian curling team.
God. Oh, fucking. No.
Yes.
No.
Come inside.
Yes.
We've much to discuss.
No. I don't wanna.
You blend in with the blue velvet room really nicely. It's your act of camouflage against Igor.
I didn't have a choice, Igor! The fuck? God. Well, I'm not giving him any fucking credit. Oh. I hate both of these.
All right, let's time it.
Where are we at? 19 minutes. So I will pay out that prediction in a second. I don't want, like, it's not been tough, and I don't want to give you any fucking credit. God, this is gonna make me sound like a weak-ass bitch, so fine, thanks to you, I just punched my microphone.
Excellent. I expect no
Hey,
less.
that's where I am. Don't punch my microphone.
He just said extra words that aren't in the text box. That's some bullshit. Ooh, a special gift.
Soap with rope on it. Wow.
All right, every persona has a specific trait, each of which has a different effect. Some may decrease. No. We're getting to the point of, like, when I started disliking trying to play Pokemon games is when they started being like, here's their type and their moveset. Also, now they have personalities, and here's their personality type. And I was like, no, don't start adding extra shit to this. It doesn't need it. No,
Yeah,
stop.
well, at least the good news is that we're not going to be fusing on stream, and we'll take that offline, and I can fast forward through the fusion so that you don't have to deal with it.
God. Am I gonna need specific traits?
No,
Okay. Are you lying to me?
no,
Okay.
you don't need them. It just makes certain fights easier, but not necessary.
I just got worried because I complained about the traits and then you brought up the fusing. So I was like, oh no.
No, it's just like, think of traits as just like another skill. So like you have your 8 skills that a persona can know, and you're like, okay, do I want to bring Zio over? Do I want to bring Bufu over? And then you get to pick one of the traits of your person. Like if you do a two persona fusion, you get to pick the trait that is inherited.
Oh boy. I'm shedding tears, Caroline. Or Caroline, or whichever, whatever emphasis you want on your syllables.
Marvelous.
You know, that joke will never stop being funny to me.
Good, I'm glad.
Which, it's very much a joke my dad would do, and we have this beautiful tradition. So I grew up in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh takes Groundhog Day very seriously.
Oh yeah?
It is an event. Because Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania is not far away from Pittsburgh. So very
That's
big
true.
deal in Pittsburgh. And every year for like the last,
It is time,
you know, actually
inmate.
since I've lived in Tennessee, so for the last 13 years, my dad has always texted me the day before Groundhog's Day saying, hey, have you put up your Groundhog Day decorations yet?
That's awesome.
And then I always respond, hey, didn't you say that already? Because the movie.
Very good. Very good.
And then he will respond with, hey, did you set up your Groundhog Day?
I love that.
So we have been doing that for 13 years without fail. Like,
That's incredible.
I can set my oven clock to it.
Jesus. The last thing you said took a second for my brain to register. Oh my god. Okay. Multiple things have happened. I'm gonna talk about the thing that's not on my screen, and then I'll talk about the thing that's on my screen. So Jeff is currently in Michigan. And he needed to stay over the weekend because he needs to be there for stuff in the early part of the week. He's been there already. He was not here for my Power Outage Ice Storm adventures. It was just me and the dogs, in case anybody was like, why would she just talk about her and the dogs? Because he's not here. He didn't have to put up with it.
He made a lovely casserole. Wait, what?
What?
Jen got hungry, you know?
And, I understand. He made a lovely casserole, not like he put it together. I get it. Anyways, so, since he was going to be there over the weekend, he was like, I need stuff to do. There's actually a bourbon festival going on in the downtown area. And he was like, sweet, I'm going to go to this bourbon festival. And, like, I can't wait to get the rest of the details later. But the short version is he was supposed to go with, somebody he used to work with. It used to be his boss. They got along, like, super well. They were very good friends, and he moved to another division. And so they try to, like, they still talk, and so Jeff was like, I'm gonna be up for the weekend. You also like bourbon. Do you want to go to this festival with me? And he was like, hell yes. So apparently, friend not only just like completely like ghosted him, like did not show up, and then Jeff, when he got a hold of him, the guy was like, oh yeah, I never actually even bought a ticket for it. So Jeff is just trying to make friends with random people right now at this festival, and I'm like, that sucks. I'm very sorry. He did just send me a message though. That says, if anybody here has seen Glass Onion, he just says, there's a couple here that is a spitting image of these two. And he sends me the picture of I can't remember what his name was in Glass Onion, but it's Batista and his girlfriend in the movie.
Oh.
He sends me that picture, and he's like, spitting image of these two, and I'm like, that's wild.
Well, there you go. Well, you know, now Jeff has a
Say that again?
store.
Oh no, it wasn't that you just cut out a little bit. You cut out a lot. It's Robot James.
Yeah, great vegetables.
Hey, of course that came back.
Naturally, I know it's power word voice.
There we go.
Yeah, now Jeff has a story for when he comes back, and maybe he'll jump on stream to tell his story about the Bourbon Festival.
Yeah, maybe. Also, hi, Inverted. Second thing I need to bring up. What the fuck is around my neck in this game? And it looks like I've got a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual battle, like, thing on my wrist. What the fuck is that?
So, the uniform that you're wearing is what the protagonist wore in, I think, Devil Summoner, which is another Atlas offshoot that has personas in it, and that this is the way that you interface with the artificial world where where personas are able to manifest.
Interesting.
So it's like a VR system.
Interesting. That
Yeah.
I feel like I should have other opinions about. I'm too busy laughing at Pathos that I was saying, considering Jeff's way of describing people, he's learning to do better. That's very good. Oh my god. Alright, anyways. Oh, you
Come
got like
on.
a whole thing going on.
He's the Black Power Ranger.
Is that a penguin? Is his helmet a penguin? No, come back. Like, how do I want to look closer at you. Come here. Run this way. Okay. And then turn around. Yeah, that looks very Emperor Penguin.
It's about the size of an Emperor Penguin too.
God, you're not
Maybe.
wrong. All right. How the fuck did I get in here? That's right. Do I have to? I really am gonna have to do this every time. That seems.
Not every time. When you find a safe room, you don't have to
Oh
anymore.
my god. I fucking hate this. All right. How did I do this stuff? And then this is my one that tells me what I can break. There we go. Bad sculpture. Oh, it's already at like 40%. That feels like it started high.
Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Who knows?
Oh, God.
Everything's arbitrary and made up anyway.
I mean, also correct. Hi, Coffee Boy. I'm good. How are you?
I can
You
feel
look
it.
like something I can punch. Ha!
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of things that were punchable, the other team's basketball coach.
Oh, yeah!
So, I mentioned, the dog in the playground after the basketball game, but the game itself was a thing. Now, these are kindergartners, and, like, I don't know, I don't want to speak for every parent there, but I'm just happy if my children are learning how to, play on a team, pass, and, have some fun doing it, making some friends. The other coach
Come on, man.
of kindergartners was yelling and screaming the entire game, trying to tell 5 and 6-year-olds to like throw picks and pass the ball and like, hey, this girl's open. Like, dude, chill out. And like, it kept going, and like, you could tell that his kids were like getting a little rough on the basketball court as well. And it was one of those things where I was looking around to the other parents of the girls on our team, and both mothers and fathers, we all just kind of like gave this very subtle nod, like at the Jabba's palace at Return of the Jedi. We're all just kind of looking and nodding as John Williams music is playing in the background. Of if this coach in any way, shape, or form yells at any of our children, we are just gonna clear the benches and we're just gonna just beat the shit out of him. Like, we were all waiting for this moment, like, oh, is he about to yell at one of our kids? Like, we were like dads were like putting their hands on the benches, like ready to
watch themselves.
We were ready. We were ready for an hour, just waiting for this to happen.
What were like the faces of the parents of his kids?
Some of them looked like, I mean, we're about midway through the season, so I think some of them have gotten used to it, and then there are other parents who were just as equally like yelling non-ironically, like, I think that's a foul. Like, they're kindergartners. Like, there was a kid who like ran the ball like he was Jerome Bettis. Like, there was no dribbling. He just tucked the ball and ran. Oh, Jamf has added, a lot of moms on their phones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a dude! I kind of forgot there were gonna be dudes. I was so concerned about the fucking, the lasers. Okay.
Lasers and blazers and tasers.
Fire in my laser. Okay, so I think he's fine. It's reminding me, unfortunately, a lot of the coach of my softball team when I was in, I think, approximately the same age range, maybe a little bit older. This dude took children's sports way too seriously, and there was a lot of, oh god, screaming involved.
This is fine. This is fine.
We're good. We're good. We're super Good.
I bet you didn't know you could slide under lasers.
Oh my god. That, like, I'm sliding like a fucking pro. Now here's the question is, can I leap over a tiny little one that's shin high? What is he holding? Is that like just like a big heavy duty, that's a big heavy duty flashlight, okay. Thank you for turning so I could answer my question. I feel like I want to murder this man so I can see what the hell's up in this one, in this palace. We start getting new personas, so.
Okay, there you go.
Now's our chance to strike. Go.
Sure. Just do that. We gotta learn everybody's stuff. Got new things to hit. Oh, sweet, perfect.
And you learned quickly.
There's a button. That one. Okay, yeah, I'll just have you do it then. Is this a dude I want?
He's helpful in fusions.
Okay. We'll talk. All right, let's see if I can. I haven't had to do this in a long time. Let's see if if I still got the magic here. Okay. I gotta, like...
That one looks pretty gloomy, but don't overthink it.
Oh,
Just
why
go
would
say
you?
hi.
I wasn't gonna overthink it, but you told me not to overthink it, so now I feel like there's something happening here. What is that? I don't like that. What is... Do I still have a thing? Okay, yes. What places do you think you are?
So, I do have to say that this particular persona comes from Australian, like, Aborigine lore.
Okay.
So, yeah, I want you to imagine that these persona are talking with an Australian accent.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Goodness. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you have a point. You never thought about that. Crikey.
Oh, good. Jesus.
Oh, you seem like a swell fella.
Yeah, I was like, see, that was the thing is hearing it in that accent in my head. I was like, this is sarcastic.
I see.
Hey, got him.
I got a little boomerang. I'm gonna.
I was trying to figure out what that was, and now that he's standing, yeah. Oh my god. Hey, nailed it. Do I have room?
That's a new one, isn't
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Cool.
Yeah, he does look like an emperor penguin.
Yeah! God, 9 XP. That was not a lot. Alright. There's a dude. Yeah, right there. Hello.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of XP when you get a persona. You get XP when you defeat them.
Oh, God.
So it's a trade-off. Like, if you want the persona, you get the persona, but it's at the expense of XP.
Your true form.
Like, I know that, but it's stupid.
I know.
Okay. Why does this pixie look like she's gonna go hang out at the mall in the 90s? What's happening?
You know what the funny thing is? You made that same joke in Persona 4.
Did I? Was she
Yeah.
wearing the same outfit?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
This is also going to be one of those ones you want to get.
okay. What are you weak to? Okay. Not that. Well, let's boofoo somebody.
Ufu.
All right, fucking found it. We're just gonna keep it over here. Hot damn.
Remember, Turtle beats Fairy.
Let's go.
Turtle beats fairy?
Well, it's a fairy, and your persona's a turtle.
I wasn't even looking at the persona. So I was like, I understand it's like a fairy. I don't understand where the turtle came from.
You have a turtle with a dragon tail.
God. Oh, those dragon turtles. Okay. Okay. Girl of the Hanging Tree is... Depending, if you put the emphasis on that a little bit different, a Girl of the Hanging Tree, that's very different. And I don't like that. Lend me your power. As if. Oh God, that is the attitude you would have. Just look at that hair.
Yep.
It doesn't look like it's in the mood for jokes. Save the witty banter for later.
Morgana, I'm gonna shoot you with this gun.
It's real in here.
Okay, weird. Don't, no. I just don't, I don't want it. Okay, oh, that was appropriate, I guess.
What'd you think?
I hate this one because I don't know what tone of voice Joker's gonna have with it.
Exactly.
If this is like when I tried to order my hot dirty chai, like, is that what we're looking at here?
Slightly hard beans. Carl, my daughters are developing slight British accents from Peppa Pig. Like, the alphabet doesn't end in Z, it ends in Z, and there's zebras, and I'm like, no, that's not right. But kind of, but no, like, it's confusing. And it's the same thing with Bluey as well, Banana. Like, we're learning Australian and English idioms.
That was the right answer. Hot damn.
Way to go. I think you're actually batting 1,000.
No, there was one I missed. I missed the very first one I did, and then after you commented about how good I've been doing, there was another one I missed. But I think there was only 2 that I fucked up on. So.
Hey, Jamf, do you want to run over to the microphone and try to, like, actually verbalize what you just wrote?
Please do. Please, I beg you. Okay.
Oh, here comes Jamf. I'm gonna take my headphones out so she can hear you.
Okay, great.
Castle.
That was also such a calming way. I felt like I was listening to one of the pronunciation guide videos on YouTube that's like just like the 6-second thing where it's just somebody saying the word 2 or 3 times. It sounded exactly like that.
Like, if you go to dictionary.com and you click on the little speaker,
Yeah,
castle,
it was exactly
castle.
like that. Oh, incredible.
That coach of the other team was really a castle. You get some plant balm too.
Hell yeah. I'm waiting for confirmation you have your headphones back in before I...
My headphones are back in.
Okay, good, because I was like, I don't know if another child's gonna sneak out of bed, so I didn't want to swear loudly or anything. Sassy saying Bluey fucking slaps.
It does. It is a great show. It is a great show for adults, for children, for 20-something-year-olds. It is a wonderful show.
God. Alright, there's another dude there.
There should be 2 left, roaming around somewhere.
So he can't see me when I'm over here, because of the things, because he can't get to me.
Yeah, it's a literal invisible wall.
Good.
That's very visible for him.
Show me your true form.
Get you.
Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, you can wipe them out.
Cool.
Get your XP. Get your XPP.
That's not the button I wanted. This one? That's not the one.
Weakness is ice.
Okay, you were ice and you're wind. Okay. Do that. Which fucking... That's...
Shot should hit its weakness.
Oh, I can shoot it too! Alright, yeah, do that.
Sorry, it's I muted myself there for a second because I just heard a random toilet flush. I'm like, did my child get out of bed again? And then I'm like, oh, did she get out of bed by herself or went to the bathroom? Yes!
What are these guys fucking weak to?
This is our chance.
They're weak to wind. Okay, and I don't think I've got a wind one anymore. That's right.
Not yet. Get you.
It's almost scary how good I am.
We can just murder everyone. Go.
Yes, you can.
Give me that XP, yo.
Okay, guys.
So we did our normal thing where
It exploded.
What? Was there one of them that was a special thing and I didn't notice?
Yep.
Oops.
All right.
I'm not gonna tell you how to play the game.
I hadn't noticed. That's fun and fine. Oh, I hear... What is making the beeping sound? Oh, it's just because I was right there next to it. No. Oh, it's because I can grappling hook!
I can see it.
I forgot about
Grappling.
that shit. What the fuck button is the... Oh, I forgot about the weird seed things. So just seeing these glowing skulls in the corner freaked me the fuck out. What?
Those slightly hard seeds.
Yes. What the fuck button is my grappling hook?
Should
Oh,
be
I just
left
wasn't close
bumper.
enough. That's what it was. Yeah, there's a lot of things here now. So we did our normal thing where we sent each other pictures of our sticky notes. And that was a ballsy fucking move, my good sir. And then we each had other things kind of happen after that. Like, you had the basketball game. And I went, well, you have that added to your list. I added the procrastination robot.
Procrastination robot. Hey, before you go there, one quick thing I want you to do. Turn around.
Yeah?
There's a door with a little red switch on it.
Yeah?
I want you to go ahead and hit that little red switch, so that if you have to come back, you don't have to go through all of that again.
Oh, thank
You
fucking
got a
Christ.
short.
I was gonna, like, come back to this anyways. I just wanted to get the jar before I forgot about it.
Cool.
Wait, I already
Yeah, I
bu-
just wanted to make sure.
Oh, it's just a shortcut. It's not a safe room. Okay.
Yeah,
But still.
it's a Metroid shortcut.
Okay, that's fair. Procrastination robot. I learned something very interesting today. The Pathfinder rover that was on Mars in the late 90s.
Is the Pathfinder robot, is that first edition or second
There, I
edition?
knew that was gonna happen.
Unpredictable.
So, hey, I'm just gonna murder you
Show
real
me your
quick.
true form.
So, it had a problem where it had a whole lot of tasks it was supposed to do, and it would routinely end up stuck idling because it would get, and this is not an exaggeration, the routines it used to determine what task had a priority got too overwhelmed with all of the instructions it had been given, and so it couldn't accurately figure out what the priority should be. So it would start a task and then go, oh no, I should be doing this one instead. So it would dump all the memory from the thing it had started, load up the instructions how to start the new thing, start that and go, oh no, this other thing should be priority. And it was just stuck in that loop. And it's actually like it's got a term, I wrote it down, it's called thrashing or priority inversion, where it, like, just literally, like, it's got too many competing routines for what generates priority, so it can't make a priority. So
Every day of me as a manager.
Exactly. So I'm just like, cool, I'm not broken, I'm just doing my best Mars rover impression.
And what a fantastic job you're doing. We're all doing this impression.
Yeah. So yeah, the Pathfinder robot had ADHD. Do I need this waterside nymph?
I can't think off the top of my head if it's good for any useful persona diffuse. I think it does cold, and you already have cold, so if you want the XP or if you want to like try to extort it for money or something, or all out attack.
I don't need money.
I keep forgetting you have your
Yeah.
DLC money.
I just need to level up. Yeah, so anyways.
You still got some sweet money.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we're all the Pathfinder robot. Anyways, I learned about that today.
Okay.
I thought that was very funny. We had two very different afternoons. Can I
Yes, we
hide
did.
anywhere?
Nope. You just gotta go
Great.
in guns a-blazing.
All right, well, he turned around, so.
Show me
There
your
we go.
true form.
Predictable patterns. Win again. So this is going to be a sloppy segue, so pardon me, but Carl is here, and I want to tell this story while Carl is here.
Okay.
So, Carl, I finally opened up your gift.
Oh,
for
that's right.
Breach.
Yes.
Now, I wish I told this in person,
Use
but
wings to hit its wing.
true to everyone's request, I did not open it until our next Breach game. And when I was flying down to Austin, I mentioned to Jen, like, hey, Jen, should I just bring the gift back because we're going to play Breach in person? She's like, yeah, let's bring it back. And I'm packing my bags. I still don't know what it is. And I go, Jen, is this going to make it through security? And there was a long pause.
To be fair, I was at work alone, so I didn't...
I know that, but I'm trying to make this a fun story, Jen. But you responded, and I believe the words were, "It should be fine."
Yes.
So I'm thinking, oh great, like, what's gonna happen when they want to open my bags up and they're like, "Sir, what is this?" Like, what am I gonna say? I don't know. My friend gave this to me and told me not to open it till I got to Austin. And that's how I never board an airplane again. So I'm about to go through security. I am mentally preparing for this thing to get flagged, and I'm just gonna have to open it in front of them and explain to them what, improv on the spot, whatever this thing is. I am mentally prepared for it. So I put the bag on and I push it through, and that's all I'm thinking about. And I walk through the metal detector, and it goes off. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, I have pre-check. I usually don't have to take shoes off. So you don't take belts off. And I realized I left my digital watch on. And I looked to the TSA. I'm like, oh, it's probably my watch. He goes, nah, you have a belt on? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, take your belt off. Now, this belt, I have worn this belt for years on airplanes. I have walked through security with this belt. I have never had an issue with this belt. It's not like a big old Texas belt buckle. Just a normal belt. I put it on the conveyor belt, and I walk through, nothing. And that entire time, I'm thinking, okay, now I have my belt off. I've completely lost my, improv nerve through all of this. I'm waiting for it to come. And no, they just went right through. No issues with security. I'm like, great. And finally make it. And I am glad I got to open it finally when I got to Austin. But Carl, I was very nervous getting that thing through security, but it was worth the wait, and thank you.
Mm-hmm. It was funny because when you asked me about that, it wasn't even a thing I had thought about, but I was like, oh yeah, yours was one of the ones that had a small bit of metal in it. And I was like, I guess that could show up on an x-ray as suspicious. And then I was like, oh, cool. So if he gets stopped for it, there's something that looks like a wire, and you don't know what's in it. And I'm just like, oh, this could get interesting. But I was like, it's just I can't imagine it would flag any more than another charging cord or anything would. So it's probably fine. And then I'm sitting there washing out one of the paint hoppers, and I'm like, what if it's not fine though?
Well, what I did do, because I love telling stories, I immediately texted Jen, like, hey, guess what happened at security?
I started cackling so hard I almost choked on my own spit.
Yeah, it was my belt. My belt was the thing that set off security, not your gift. Hey, look, a safe room.
Yay! Fucking finally. Now it happened.
Let's do it.
Flash, it's in Jen's Discord.
Yeah.
But Carl made knitted yarn of every Breach character's favorite drink. So I think Gwen got a blue teacup.
I got a purple one. I have a little. It's not going to show up very well because I'm wearing a lot of dark things. But I love the facial expression on it. But yeah, Carl had asked for every character's favorite drink and their favorite, and their color that would represent them. And so I have a purple little teacup. So you can keep talking, and then I'll talk about the other things that I have.
Yeah. So mine was a wine glass filled with red wine, red Sacramento wine, and it had Carl did this design on the bottom of the goblet part of the wine glass that had a 9-pointed star on it, which I thought was a very nice touch for Vasile.
So yeah, all the pictures are in the art channel of the Discord, so you can see all of them. But yeah, so like there was that. Rika and Nico both had like steins. Rico also Rico, Jesus, that's their ship name now.
Ashley, get on it.
Rika also, Carl made us a very tiny one for Garth, which was great. Artemisia's was the blue teacup. And then Aaron, as the DM, got a couple for NPCs, one of which Aaron did give to me. And it's probably gonna green screen out a little bit, but I have Arcturo's teacup hanging out with Gwen's as well. And there was also ones for Maria, Stromith, and Wilford. So they were super awesome. And yeah, it was super cool. Carl's been waiting for this for forever. I've been waiting for it for half of forever, so I'm so glad it finally got to happen. And it was really cool to all like be in the room together when we got to open them.
That being said, we brought a really wild energy to that breach.
It was absolutely feral. Like, and I think it was because we, one, have not played in almost 3 months. And two, it's only the second time we've ever been able to play together. And even the first time we played together, E wasn't there. Because she ended up, I don't remember if she was sick or whatever it was. So it was our first time truly all of us playing together. And there's also, even though we've only done, I guess, like 3 sessions now off stream, I feel like there's a little bit of a different energy with it not being on stream, because I feel like maybe we're all like a little bit more like relaxed into it, because we're not worried about like keeping things interesting for people watching. So I think all those things combined in such a way where it was just...
It's like we put a Mento in a Diet Dr. Coke bottle.
What did you just say? A Diet Dr. Coke?
Yep, Diet Dr. Coke. It took me a full 5 seconds to realize what I said. I'm like, yeah, like, okay. Diet Coke. What's wrong with Diet Coke? Yeah, that's the kind of day I'm having.
Yeah, all right. You know what? Fair enough.
Focus.
So, yeah.
It was very wild. Wild energy. Mally was up, like, demonstrating, like, she wanted Artemisia to learn how to dance.
Oh my god, yeah, and Mally is like getting up and like dancing.
Getting up and dancing. Like full on
dancing. Oh, there's a dude, I should pay attention.
Yeah. Full on dancing. A lot of it, I think Jen and I just had our faces buried in our hands of like, is this really happening? Nico is absolutely cheating on Captain Maria with an artificer who I do not trust at all. But,
we'll get back to her. You keep talking.
We met a dragon. And
dragon.
The dragon was mostly interested in Artemisia and Rika, our best talkers. And again, Jen and I and the Seal and Gwen, all 4 of us were just simultaneously dying.
When we got into the room and immediately Artemisia starts talking, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna let this ride for a little bit and see what happens. I was like, I know things that none of the rest of y'all know because you even like in character brought it up at one point. It's like, you said things that is new information. I'm like, I know. I don't know who around us might eavesdrop. I have learned this since we've been surrounded by many strangers. So it's like, we need a quiet space we know we will not be listened to in, and then I'm gonna fill everybody in on stuff, but I cannot tell you right now. Partially because we have people like this artificer that give me sketch vibes. So I'm just like, we'll just deal with this as it comes. And then all of it came up in front of this dragon. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to just minorly correct some of the things you're saying here. Like, gist of it correct. Some of the details, not so much. We're trying to assemble a nuke, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I think the 3 most important things that came out of that game for everyone playing along at home, in no particular order... Nico absolutely cheating on Maria with said artificer.
Not like for sure yet. I think if the Artificer has anything to say about it, maybe, but...
Artemisia, I think, made a pact with her ex-devil friend over learning Cure Wounds, which I think she could have asked for more if you're going to make a pact with a devil. And Rika's tribe apparently came from the plane of Earth, and their tribe was meant to like protect the entrance to the plane of Earth, and just like over the centuries have kind of forgotten parts of that, and they've just kind of held on to like old traditions. Like Rika's big old hammer came from the plane of Earth when they did their vision quest.
Yeah, which I think everybody else knows, because I think we figured out about that rock. I was so nervous that rock was actually the rock we needed. So I'm so glad the dragon was like, no, that's not it. I was like, thank God, because if we've strapped a quarter of a nuke to a stick and have been hitting people with it, holy shit.
Yeah, no, totally fine. It's inert unless we put the 3 other pieces together.
Yeah. I mean, like, but that's the thing is we knew it wasn't, like, fully inert because it can do its own things. Like, I'm expecting when we get each of these items, they're all going to be able to do something. Like, on their own. And then it gets real bad when they're together. Yeah. But, yeah, it was also funny, because I'm sure this will come up in-game too, but when, like, Dragon is talking to Rika, and Vasile goes to cast silence on her, I'm dying. So I'm like, we cannot cast things in front of this dragon. We can't cast things in front of this dragon. Oh my god.
In Vasile's defense, it wasn't silence, it was charm person.
Oh, it was charm person, that's what it was. My bad. The same effect! I think is what we were going for.
Gwen deliberately pulled Vasile to the side and saying, hey, keep an eye on Rika in front of the dragon. Make sure she doesn't say anything. And I'm like, okay. In Vasile's 9 intelligence, he's like, got it. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Well, because here's the other thing is I didn't say make sure she doesn't say anything. I was just like, hey, we need to keep an eye on her. And I was like, and for Gwen, the implication was she's going to try to wrestle the dragon. You're the one who can keep her from wrestling the dragon. And
You're
it's
right.
like,
with the charm spell.
So this is the moment where Gwen is like, I should have been much more specific in my request. Like, the fact that you tried to cast something and the conversation continued as normal, I was like, thank fucking God, because I thought for sure that was going to be the moment this dude was like, all right, what the fuck? And bad things were going to happen. I didn't like, while we're having this conversation, that, like, at one point, it came back to me and was like, do you have any other questions? And that felt like Aaron prompting Jen to be like, there's something else you meant to do here, and I still can't figure out what it was. So now I'm worried.
The only thing I can think of is that the item was not specifically handed over to us, but we know we're going to see the dragon again.
Exactly. Like, if I didn't know we were going back, would have been like, I need this right now. So it's like, when we go back, I gotta decide what order I want to do things in. So I need to be like, hey, we already brought up this cup. I'm gonna need that. And also, I have another favor to ask you. And also, please plane shift us to probably the plane of Earth. And then also potentially also plane shift our entire crew back home. And I'm like, we got a fucking list going on here. And I'm like, okay, what order do I like? I feel like we asked for the cup last because that's the one he's least likely to be able to refuse. Right. But I also don't want to put him in a bad mood before he hands us a quarter of a nuke. So.
Well, you know, I mean, Vasile did give him a very nice spear as a token of appreciation.
That is true. All right, I haven't found. Have we?
I don't see a weakness.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I need to try fire on both of these. Just try this. We haven't found anything for this fucker. Well, I took damage for no reason then. Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Hey, be on fire, please. Okay, well.
Damn it. I don't have much health left.
Yes, Vasile only has 9 intelligence. He is all wisdom and charisma and strength and nothing else.
This isn't it.
I don't see a weakness.
Alright, you don't
I
respond
don't
to
see a
that.
weakness.
We'll try. We'll ice you just so we get that data. Okay, great. Perfect. I love that. Also, Torkos wants us to hydrate!
Hydrating. Yeah, we're collecting data. All
What's the
good.
plan?
Alright, well, I can.
I don't think you have any skills that'll hit its weakness.
Oh, technical.
Ooh, yeah, do that on the fire one. The one that's on fire on the right.
Oh, okay. Oh!
Not finished you. Stay focused.
I remember it explaining at one point what the fuck that was about.
Looks like hitting its
But
weak point
goodness
isn't
knows
enough.
I don't remember what that was about, so.
Yeah, technicals are there, so like there are some persona that you just may not have an elemental affinity to.
Oh, hey. I was not paying attention to that.
You may not have a element to exploit, so like if you could get a technical, you can still achieve the same thing.
I don't think
Got
you
it.
have any skills that'll hit its weakness.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really don't have fuck all. Alright, just light it on fire, I guess.
Fire!
Oh, doggy yip yips. You're not strong against ice, right? Okay. What other fucking things do I have right now? Let's... Okay, so we have Puss in Boots that does fire. We got another Bufu. We got whatever the sparkles are.
Light damage.
I was like single sparkle, multiple sparkles is healing. Okay, light.
We'll call it radiant.
Radiant, there we go. That's a language I speak. Okay.
Hey, look, it's Artemisia's friend.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. Ooh, Dazzler! Alright. Fucking woof and a half. Oh, some of these have traits. Okay, great. Alright, perfect. Just Bufu it. Just do that. Oh, mother bitch.
Only one more.
Just hit it. Just hit it real hard.
There you go.
Power increased via Raging Temper. What the fuck did that mean?
That's Ryuji's trait.
Oh, of course it is.
All right.
He gets stronger the more consecutive times he hits.
Do this on you and me. Yeah, just top everybody off.
There you go.
We got plenty of points.
Yeah. While we're still talking about the breach, so the artificer. So here's the thing that we know about the artificer. Was an artificer on the big floating ship? I guess all ships are floating on the big floating city.
It's the hopefully floating ship.
Yeah. It's not actually floating. It's just pushing all of the water beneath it.
All right. The first move is ours.
Anyway, so this is an artificer who wears I guess iconography
Hold
of
on
the Ennead.
1 second.
Yeah.
Do I need the leafy old man? Do I need the gnome druid?
You know what? It couldn't hurt to have for fusion, because I think we're gonna have a big old fusion party after this game.
Okay.
Or after this stream.
Alright, continue your story.
Yep. So it's for the life of me, I can't remember her name right now.
Lucia.
Lucia. So artificer that has iconography of the Ennead, but when Vasile talked with her, goes, "Oh, are you a priestess of the Smith?" And she goes, "Oh no, it's a little bit more complicated than that." And Vasile, trying to make conversations, like, "Oh no, I get it. Like, I used to be really big into the warden, and I've kind of moved over to the mistress now." And she's like, "No, I've just had a calling a different way." And to me, that sounds like have completely left the priesthood or being a priestess. And Vasile doesn't trust that, because with anyone who claims to be, part of the Ennead, it's the Ennead who gives the power of spells. So, like, if they're able to cast, that means they have the Ennead's blessing and tacit approval. The fact that she has left that, and I haven't seen her cast anything, makes me and Vasile a little suspicious of that, because I can't vet that person now.
So,
Easily.
so what's funny is I took something completely different from that conversation.
Okay.
It's because she also made a comment in the middle of that. It's like, no, because you said the Smith, and she goes, no, it's more complicated than that. And she followed it up with, I kind of follow all of them. She referenced following all of them, that she is a more general, like, she's a general education follower of the Ennead.
Former follower, she said she left the priesthood behind.
She said she left the priesthood.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean she left the Ennead.
True.
So, because she's clearly an artificer, I'm remembering Nico's dreams from forever ago.
Yeah.
And I
Blue
would,
crystals.
yeah, I was like, I think she is effectively, I would call it a paladin. But, like, instead of being, like, half cleric, half fighty, she's half cleric, half artificer. Is the vibe I'm getting from it. I think she clearly is still working with the blessing of the Ennead, and I think that's where her gift for what she is doing comes from. The fact that she's clearly also side-eyeing Nico's very impressive artifact, that sounded...
Uh-huh. Is there a name for Nico's very impressive artifact?
I just need to not name it because Carl's already, like, typing something furiously, I'm sure. None of us have noticed it other than Artemisia. I am going to keep an eye on her because I worry that she is going to try to take it. And there he is. Okay, thank you, Carl. I'm worried she's going to try to take it or is being weird about it, but I think him having it is also why she's helping us. So, like, I think she still has a very strong connection to Ennead, but there is still something that's off about it.
Yeah.
And we just haven't seen enough of her to know what that is yet.
Yeah, I've played enough D&D that I'm inherently distrustful of any NPC the DM thrusts upon the party.
Yeah, the fact that it was like, come with us. I also wonder if this is Aaron future-proofing, knowing we're gonna have to ditch the crew. And being like, you're gonna need somebody else to help run the ship. Part of me is wondering that.
Maybe.
But also, I don't know if she's gonna still want to come with us when we go, hey, we're not actually gonna be on the ship, we're gonna be walking through one of these other planes for a while, and not on a boat. Do you and your 3 automatons still want to come with us? I think it's gonna be part of the conversation we have when we get back.
I mean, I play an artificer in my Friday campaign. They're very useful. They're very useful.
Yeah. Well, because here's the other thing. Do I want to tell you this? Do I want to tell you
I don't know.
this?
Do you? Chat, do you think she wants to tell me? Should she tell me?
There's a thing I want to do. There's a thing I want to find while we're still in this city. The component that I fucked up. That I told you, like, we hadn't played for so long. I asked for the wrong component, like, for sourcing the wrong component. And I was like, we're too deep into that. I can't redo it now. So it's like, how do I get a hold of this other component? And the component kind of has 2 parts to it, where it's like, it needs to be a specific thing, but it also needs to be plated in another material. And I'm like, oh, if we have this artificer with us, I think getting a hold of the base item would be relatively simple. It's like, can I get a hold of that as an easy favor? And then be like, hey, bitch, you're hanging out with us, you artifice. Can you plate this if I give you the thing and the materials that I need put on it? I was like, we might actually have a solution to a problem I created for myself, which would be fucking fantastic.
There you go. So I guess just both Gwen and Nico need to be very persuasive to keep her around. And I think I know how Nico's gonna do it. I don't know how Gwen's gonna do it.
I'm not worried about Gwen persuading her to say, if she, like, here's the thing, is we're gonna have this conversation, so for everybody else who knows, like, we realize it's like, we've made our pitch to the Dragon of the Water Plane to be like, hey, this is what's going on, it's gonna affect you too, fucking help us. He gave us some very useful information about, like, hey, be careful how you ask the other dragons for help because shenanigans, which fills in some gaps in information I thought I had. And so he's also like, yeah, I can send you to one of the other planes, easy peasy. So like, we're like, we have a crew with us, we gotta go figure out what to do with them. So we're all meeting in a tavern, and we ended at us getting to the tavern so we can have like a big powwow of like, here's the stuff we know, here's what we need to figure out, what is our plan? So we're trying to figure out what that plan is. So like, we're gonna do all of that and then go back to the dragon. So it's like, if we have our conversation and Lucia's like, never mind, I'm not gonna go with you because you're not gonna be on a boat and I don't want to just fucking walk around these other planes for a while, then cool, I need to ask the dragon for the favor of, can I have the whole kit and caboodle? But if we have the conversation and she is gonna stick around, then I know there's something else I can do before we go to the dragon. Like, it's like, all of it will get figured out before we go in there, and I have to try to be like, hey, so thanks for saying you'll help with this war over here, also for plane shifting us and or possibly also plane shifting our crew. Here's another thing I need. Like, if I can ask for a smaller thing, that's definitely much better.
There you go.
So that's where I'm at. It's like, it would be nice if she was with us because it makes my ask much less. But if I have to ask for the whole big thing, I've already kind of resigned myself to that. Stromboni isn't there. That's the thing that makes me sad about us going straight to another plane, as I know time-wise that is the best thing to do, but us not going back to our plane at all means I can't. There's a number of spells I have that are like, you have to be on the same plane, and I'm like, fuck. It's like, I want to scry on them and see how they're doing, and like, there's another spell I want to do that I need to be on the same plane, and I'm just like, guess I'm not doing any of these things right now. Shit.
Well, I was about to say, it's like, well, you know, Hammond is there, and, you know, they might be able to, you know, plane shift, and we might bump into them, and then I realized the type of spell casting that Hammond does, like,
Hammond probably can't plane shift. I was like, I think my only plane shifting possibility might be Arcturo. Here's the, we're getting like deep into game stuff right now, and I don't want to get lost in the sauce here. Where we're going, the portal for that is very close to Theramgard. So, like, when we pop back out, it's like, okay, we're gonna need to get somewhere else if that dragon doesn't plane shift us directly where we need to go. But it's like, okay, do we go back to Theramgard? And is this when I can be like, yo, Arcturo, if you're, like, actually on the level, can you plane shift? Because we got places to go, and you're very well aware of this. So if you could just pop us up to the plane of air, that'd be fucking dope. Like, maybe? But that would be very risky for a number of reasons. I don't know. Anyways, getting lost in the sauce of the game, there's lots of things to talk about at a later time, just privately about it, but we've got a fast pass to get back to the dragon later.
There we go.
And it'll be great.
The important thing for everyone at home is that Nico is being unfaithful to Maria. That's the most...
He's not.
Maria is sitting in a jail cell right now, wondering when her heroic crew is going to come rescue her, and Nico is flirting with an artificer.
I want to. There's a list of people I want to cast sending to like check on. And I was like, shit. I was like, I have to be careful who I send to because I need to keep up the ruse that I'm dead for as long as possible. So I'm like, I can't send to Maria because then everyone will know immediately. Like, because she's clearly captured. Someone's gonna, like, get her thoughts at some point that's gonna give away that I recently tried to talk to her. So I was like, well, I can't do that. I was like, I could message Corbus. Original Corbus. I feel like that would be safe. I wanted to message the other Corbus and be like, you know, I wanted to message the original one and be like, hey, we met somebody else with your name. How do you feel about that? Because we did promise the new Corbus, like, oh yeah, we'll let you know if we find him or whatever. If the OG old man is like, no, that's actually fine. Please give him this message. I'd like to be able to send to him. But I was like, nope, you're in the middle of a bunch of people who should think I'm dead. I can't send to you. It's like, I don't want to send to Wilford and have him know.
Yeah. Well, I think Vasile has sending as well. So between Gwen and Vasile,
Yeah.
like,
I just want Gwen to be like, hey, here's a list of people that you specifically need to send a message to on my behalf.
I'd like to. I'll send to Maria. This is
Yeah.
a sending from Vasile. Do you accept the? Do you accept the charges?
Good. Oh, I'm full up. Okay.
Drop Arsene.
Even though I specifically got him again because you wanted me to use him for a fusion.
Yeah, and we didn't fuse him, so
We
bye,
don't
Arsene.
need that fusion anymore.
We do not. We're past that fusion.
Okay,
being
I wanted to make
hopeful.
sure we didn't like need it for an ingredient for a later time.
No, it's not like you're hurting for money anyway.
Okay.
So
I'm not hurting for money, but as we've learned, I cannot fuse from the compendium, so I would need space.
it is fine.
Okay.
That's a new one, isn't it?
It's like, I'm not worried about money, I'm worried about slots.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Anyways, I hope we play again soon, but I have no idea when the fuck
I
that'll
have
happen.
something.
I also have
we
no...
just need to ask. We just need to
Treasure
ask.
chest.
That's all we need to do. It's like, hey, when can we play again?
I'm gonna... Hold on. Can a mod check the viewer list and see if any of my D&D players are showing up in it right now?
Yeah,
None
hold
of them
on.
will watch this after the fact. I know that. Oh, there's a thing over there. I would like to go over there. How do I do jumpies? Oh, God. Stop doing that. Oh, what the fuck just happened? You get up. Get up. You can get up.
I think you appear to be in the clear.
Okay. I want to play the game I run so fucking bad. But I have a very strict the DM does not schedule sessions rule, and nobody has said anything, and I'm dying. And I was like, cool, this is kind of how the last campaign I ran died, is that it just never got scheduled again. I was like, shit, is this one dead? And I'm very upset.
I have something.
James, how do I get the fuck up here? Oh, God. Or
You have to get up on the access ramp, which you cannot access from
Okay,
where
I
you
can't
currently are.
do it from down here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he's angry.
He is angry because he did not have a balanced breakfast.
Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Hey,
so-
buddy.
reveal your true form.
Like, it's quite the ambush because those pants flying at his face, very aggressive.
Ooh, bringer of misfortune. What the fuck level am I? Not 18. We just got to murder this guy. Okay, that was not very murdery. You're made of metal. That should... Nope. Okay. We're just gonna do all the things. I iced his crotch! Anyway, Sassy, I appreciate that. We'd have plotted so hard together. I spent so much time working on my Obsidian stuff. I have so many files now. I'm so excited that at least I've got this world, like I'm fleshing this world fully out so that way I could do other campaigns in this space, and that makes me very happy. I don't think shooting you's gonna do anything. Okay, I didn't think it was gonna be effective, but I didn't think it was gonna be that super not effective. Have
I know
I...
their weakness. This one's strong against gunshots. Don't waste your bullets.
Yeah, we know that now. Oh, look at his very breezy skirt.
It's a very breezy skirt. Just a lovely 5-pointed star on his head.
Yeah. At least it's not upside down. I bought... So I put the link to them in the D&D channel, the Discord. I remember seeing this Kickstarter when it first happened. I didn't back the Kickstarter. I'm so glad there's extra ones available. Somebody made owlbear plushies.
Ooh.
They're so cute. They're so cute. And I went and I ordered one earlier. And when I went to go order it, my computer tried to helpfully... Okay.
Can't believe this.
Wow!
Too reckless. I'll back out and focus on
Okay.
Looks like
Okay, that's
this one. Persona.
That was a lot that he just did. We got Bringer of Misfortune indeed. What? Is there anything I haven't tried yet? I could try light damage, but I'm gonna get light and whatever the death one, I'm gonna call it. Light and darkness, I guess. Those are they either kill or don't kill, right?
So they changed that up in Persona
Okay.
5. It is now like, think of it like in D&D, it's like radiant and necrotic damage.
Okay. So it's worth maybe trying one of those.
Yeah.
Persona.
I think it's your angel that has
Yeah.
it.
So let's just try that, see what happens. Okay, great. Love that for us. Oh, thank Jesus.
Yeah,
It's a Jeff is here! Hi, honey!
Hi, Jeff. We were just talking about you. Or I guess your D&D character. He can't hear us, but...
Oh, he can't hear us? Oh,
Yeah,
got
he's-
it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might be too small. I don't know if you can see it. His little hand hearts. Hi, baby. I love you. Okay.
You probably could put yourself on the big screen.
I
Oh,
did.
you did.
Yeah, we got
remember, the stream is on delay. It's like I hear you doing it. I'm like, why doesn't she just go to big screen? Oh, and there it is.
it. I don't think I've got anybody with death energy anymore. I think that was on Arsene. Okay.
Here, I'm sorry if this is a spoiler. It's immune to death as well.
Okay, well that's good to know. So, I need to change this to something I can actually do. I guess to this guy. Boo-foo!
Woohoo!
Anyways, what was I? I'm. My computer's very helpfully trying to autofill some of the fields for me.
Let's rock.
And what I've noticed is there's some websites, if they use the same, if they've used the same like website platform to generate their forms, some of my autofills kind of carry over between them, even though the fields don't make sense. And that might have sounded confusing, so I'm just going to give you the example I encountered today. So I'm filling in my purchase information for these owlbears.
Okay.
And I get to the part where it's like, put in your credit card number. And I went, sure. And I click on that field. And what it did is it popped up a list of autocomplete things
Uh-huh.
that were all of my, my triggerable sound alerts here on the stream.
Uh-huh.
So I went to go put in my card number, and the first thing it popped up was, a body has been discovered. And it made me laugh way harder than it should have. I don't know why that was an autocomplete thing that had the same formatting enough that my browser was helpfully like, ah yes, this must be a thing you might want to retype here.
That's awesome.
And it cracked me up. So I wanted to share that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The all of like your the things that you've typed in, it's actually a weird but oddly appropriate segue. I was thinking about what our Breath of the Wild bet should be.
Oh my god. Yeah, I hope you all had an extra couple of days to think about it. So, but anyways, what do you got?
So, you know, I liked your idea that you had when, you know, I was down there, that like maybe eating something very spicy. But that's such a short-term, like a one-and-done thing. And I thought, well, you know, like you had the Final Fantasy VII thing in like you could spend rupees to play that sound.
Didn't mean to hit
What
that
if we do if the loser has to make a sound bite that will go into like the rupee thing, so that anyone can pay rupees to hear us do a sound bite of something that we obviously maybe wouldn't normally say that wasn't under duress. Kyoko just did it.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I did fuck up a button
He's
at one
been
point.
discovered.
I guess we'll try to fucking... I guess he keeps getting electrocuted because specifically of what's-his-butt's trait. Oh my god, please die. Oh, yes! Yes! Do that! Kill it! Okay, and we'll heal everybody up here in a second.
Victory!
I do like the idea of of us, somebody having to record like a clean soundbite. Oh, I'm realizing we never got a good clean picture of you on the green screen for Carl's memeing.
Well, you know what? I guess I'll just have to fly back down to that.
Oh, darn. Jeff wants to know if I'm fighting a human piece of origami. You say that like that's the most tame thing I've had to fight. And you know that. Oh, new skills. Great. Perfect.
You're evolving.
Oh, I got
Mabufu!
Mabufu! I will say, so yeah, I like the suggestion of...
Shoot, that was close.
Of doing a soundbite. I would with the caveat on it that we do have veto power.
Yes.
Like, nobody's gonna be forced to say something that makes them wildly uncomfortable. But...
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say anything. Nobody's gonna say anything that will get them canceled on the internet. There will be nothing like that. But
thinking of like lose
you're roboting.
Even the internet doesn't want me to even say it. No, like if you lose, you will have to say with enthusiasm, great vegetables.
Okay.
Like, you know, something along those lines. Like, I'm not going for something like super aggressive, like Banana just said, like, you know, having Jen say "Step on me, mommy" again. But
gosh, hello, Draken.
Or like, maybe my soundbite is that the end of Danganronpa was bad. You know, something I would never say. You know.
No, don't put that idea in people's heads that I have to say the end of V3 was good. Oh.
I mean, don't lose the bet then.
God. No, I did get instantly nervous when new leaks have dropped that there was going to be a Nintendo Direct this month. Like soon-ish. And I'm like, okay, well, like, it's earlier than I thought it was going to be, but like, all right. Originally, like, I hadn't seen, you know, when I was out of power, I hadn't seen what conversations were happening in the Discord. And so when I was catching up after I got power back, and I saw that you had said, like, oh, like, we'll try to, like, figure out where we can make up the stream. And I had messaged you, and I was like, hey, do you want to actually make up the stream, or do we just want to, like, skip it? And at first we were like, maybe we'll just skip it. And you went, I mean, yeah, that means it's just, like, one less round of playing the game, for that bet that you have about us finishing it before the new Breath of the Wild comes out. And I went, oh, fuck, you're right. Hold on, wait a minute. maybe we do have to do this.
This is a thing we need to do.
Oh, a plastic frame in this very fancy... I almost called it a hotel. This is a museum.
Hey, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to that little cubby hole you were in.
Oh, can I, like, go up? Oh, my wrist is wristing.
Yeah,
Fucking fuck.
Your VR platform is wristing.
Oh, what an idea!
Oh. Where does it go, Indy? Oh, is this where I wanted to be before?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh, I fucked up.
That's alright. You know how to get back up there.
Fucking fuck. God damn it. There's a room I missed. What is this bullshit?
That's where the treasure chest is.
Oh, got it. Okay. What direction do I fucking go? Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way.
You are going the wrong way.
Nope, not that one.
I only confirmed it because you said it out loud.
Oh, I gotta catch up on chat. What's happening? No, we haven't done Resident Evil yet because Christian has been doing a lot of, oh, what is... This isn't a place I want to go right now, is it? No. Oh, I do want to do that, though, actually. Just kidding.
There you go.
All right. Bye, honey. I love you. So Christian has been doing a lot of things that have put him around a lot of people. And so it's been like, maybe we can't, like, super hang out quite yet because of potential sickness exposure and my broken immune system. So we still need to plan it. We will figure it out at some point. But we have not done it yet. You will super know. Like Like, you won't miss
we
it.
will know. Yay, Magatamas. Woo!
Yeah, I didn't actually look. What did I just get?
You got an item that deals a lot of fire damage.
Sweet. All right, how the fuck do I... Does this just open from the side? No, how do I... Oh, there we go.
Follow the exclamation points.
I was, like, trying to, but it was also, like, being dumb. Okay, well, like, what do I do fucking now? Or do I just have to drop down now?
You just drop down.
Mother bitch.
I like the...
Wrong way again! God! Fuck! Actually. Let's just do this real quick.
Yeah, go save.
Oh, nope.
Good thinking.
No.
I'll just add this.
Dear Lord.
Anyway, so there were quite a few brain farts that happened there, and that actually ties into, I think, the last thing on my post-it note. Last week, I made flatbreads for Jamf and I. The girls were not a fan of the flatbread, so that was just more flatbread for us. The flatbreads that I made were roasted zucchini, sliced roasted zucchinis, and ricotta cheese base on it, and heirloom tomatoes, or little cherry tomatoes.
See it.
Baked it, came out really well. Now, I love spicy food, and Jamf does not like spicy food. Like, when we go to, like, a Thai place, on a scale from 1 to 5, she gets a 0. So,
Hey, wait a second.
I am, making the
that
pizzas,
golden
the flatbreads. I have hers, and then I take mine and I put chili flakes all over mine. And I cut the flatbread into fourths, and we enjoyed it. She really enjoyed it. I enjoyed mine. And a couple of my tomatoes had fallen off my flatbread onto my plate, and she looked at me and goes, "Can I have those tomatoes?" And I wasn't thinking, I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead and have them. And she pops one into her mouth and immediately starts coughing. And she goes, "Oh, chili flakes." I'm like, and it clicked in my head, like, oh yeah, like I load mine up with a lot of spice. Can I get you some milk or something? And she's chugging water. She's fanning her mouth. Like it is a full-on whoopsie doodle.
Nice.
So anyway, she does that. I'm like, hey, really sorry about that. She's like, no, I just wasn't paying attention. She stacks the plates and is about to walk into the kitchen to take them in, and sees that there are 2 more tomatoes.
Oh no!
On the top plate, and goes to eat it. And I'm watching her do this, and I try to stop her. I'm like, hey, Jamp, what do you do? And she had eaten it, and like I saw the betrayal in her eyes of like, why did I do this? And I asked her like, why did you do it again? And she goes, I thought they were my tomatoes for my plate.
Awesome. When I saw that on your sticky note, I was like, I don't know what to expect from this, and I wasn't that. I love the, oh no, these are spicy. Oh, that looks delicious. It's just going for it.
It was like the shell game. Like, once the plates were stacked, we somehow forgotten which plate was whose, except that she had eaten all of the tomatoes off of her plate.
Look!
Like, the only...
Look, I get it. As a hungry bitch who is constantly in garbage disposal mode, where I'm like, there's food, let me put it in my mouth, I get it.
That's fair. So there was 1 tomato left, and I did the heroic thing, and I ate that before someone forgot that one was very spicy. But yeah, that was a spicy AF tomato, and I deliberately wrote it that way because I thought it would have wonderful callbacks to.
For sure.
This pasta is too spicy.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at that luster.
Morgana, don't fucking touch it.
No, it might be tough to take with us, but don't you think it'd sell for tons?
Come on.
You're the one who warned Ryuji against touching stuff.
Wait, hold on.
I
You're
tell my
stepping on
children
something.
the same thing.
God.
Isn't this bad?
This fucking cat. The only time it's okay to tell people to calm down. Uh-oh.
I tripped the security.
You fucking idiot.
You were the one making us be careful, too. So, what do you want to do? Run out of here?
No? There's
Passing through all of
lasers.
these lasers will draw far too many enemies to our location.
Oh, hold on! Joker's not trapped!
Because I'm the only one who, like, listens, I guess.
And
Sorry,
you did a
Joker,
back
but we're
handspring. It
going
was
to need
very,
you to
it was
search
very
for a way to
tastefully
turn
done.
off these infrared lasers. This is a museum, so there has to be some switch to let the workers avoid these lasers. Find it.
Great. Fucking great.
Yeah, Liz is right. Joker made his deck save.
Yep. Alright. This calls for a outfit change.
Butlering, ready to start butlering.
Oh, I can't change anybody else's outfit because they're not technically part of my party right now. So, alright, that's fine.
Correct.
This,
Ooh,
that's a
you look-
striped...
You look like you're ready for the art museum.
I-
You even have a monocle.
Uh,
That's
the-
nice. That's
The
a nice
monocle's
touch.
good. You know somebody's not a real butler if they don't have a monocle. Okay, I can get on top of here. Why?
You know, it's funny
Okay.
that you mentioned that. So in Fire Emblem Engage, there actually is we'll call it a butler character. The official title is Steward, but he's a butler. Absolutely has a monocle in his eye.
Very nice. Okay, well that didn't actually get me anywhere. I don't know what the fucking point of that was. Hey, buddy. I don't think I should get in a fight while I'm by myself. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Well, you're here now, so
Oh, that's a glass wall.
you're here now.
Oh, this is a totally separated off thing. Interesting. Okay.
I can
Is
feel it.
there somewhere... Oh. Well, there's got to be a way out of here, because...
Mm-hmm.
Is it fighting that guy?
I feel like this painting is watching me, but it must be imagining things.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna try this!
Your true form.
We're gonna solo him. Dude, look, it's just that little guy.
It's,
cute little
it's
bit.
fine. You're not weak to anything, though. So...
go. Not this.
What do you actually... Okay, so I can't punch. I can't hit you.
Look at a puppy.
You're fine against... Don't do that. I was like, I started getting nervous. I was like, oh, that's the thing that insta-killed everybody else. Fuck. Okay, this is fine. I should have just beat you to begin with, but that's okay.
Hey, you know what? Life's about the journey, not the
Yeah.
final destination.
It's okay. We're okay. We're doing totally okay. It's good. Oh! Okay. It says technical, but none of my shit says technical next to it.
You can shoot him.
I can't. I already shot him.
Oh, well then you could slap him.
Okay. That... Okay. What are you being all bashful? I'll
You
do like
sold.
little knife flips.
Yeah. And you're looking good as a butler too. Like all of your friends are just watching you
I can see
just
it.
solo everyone.
Oh, that's a button. This is where I wanted to be, apparently. Yeah, press it. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Dope.
Yes!
Oh, okay, I got her. Oh, this is like gonna be like a whole fucking thing, isn't it? Bitch and a half.
Here, talk to her.
Oh, talk to her? I don't wanna.
Oh, she's gonna come back to your party.
Seriously,
Oh.
thank
She
you.
wasn't automatically part of it?
Nope.
That's so fucking stupid! Alright.
I'm only saying it because the first time I played, I was not aware of that, and I thought I would save you the frustration.
I appreciate it. Is there anything else fun over here? Because one of those paintings over there is lit up. No. Okay, so I guess I go back up now? And I have to go the other way, I guess? No, there is no other way to go. Okay, what the fuck do I do?
You'll figure it out. You should probably heal yourself before anything.
Oh, yeah, that's a good... what items do I fucking have, actually? I should have been doing that instead of using all my soda pop. Me. I have many of these. Okay.
Protein.
Do I have soda pops?
You have coffee.
I do
You
have
have lots of.
I wouldn't call this lots of coffee, but
You can always make more.
yeah. Okay, I got those. Oh, banana. So you finished chapter 5? Very excited for you. Oh god.
We'll just have to wait with bated breath.
Yeah. James, I have a question for you.
I hopefully have an answer for you.
If you had to describe my voice, how would you do that?
I was actually giving this a lot of thought. I mean, there are a bunch of different ways that we can approach it. Like, we can approach it from like an actual measurable standpoint, like pitch, alto, soprano, that kind of, the timbre of your voice. That's something that you can actually quantify. And then you can start going into like regional dialects. I don't know. I think the best thing I could say is your voice sounds like purple. I want you to know how painful it was for me to say that, but for the joke. But
that was very good. That was very good. Oh my god. Props, man. Props. Oh, you got robot-y now. That's how I would describe your voice, I guess.
Yeah, my voice is robot. Hi.
No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this guy. Anyways.
I would describe your voice as... I actually don't think... I think you have a Midwestern dialect, which is the... Like, it doesn't have a strong dialect. It's like what news anchors try to model their voice after, so it doesn't sound like there's a dialect or an accent. And like maybe kind of like mid-alto. So I would say a very normal voice. Like if I were thinking of normal American voice, I think that's what you have.
I'm so glad you said that, because I got asked this question, and I will explain why I got asked this question. But I got asked this question, and I was like, I feel like I have like a regular voice, just like if you came up with the most general voice, that's what I have. And I was like, I don't feel like that's a helpful description, but I guess like everybody else does have, like, there's a lot of accents and other things, and it's like, why does just regular?
Yeah, it really is. Like, it's like, I mean, even if we like look at it objectively, I wouldn't say you have a high-pitched voice. You don't have a low register either. I mean, it's very in the middle. You don't have a strong regional dialect, as far as I can hear. I mean, it sounds very Midwestern, and Midwestern is very,
all right,
like what a normal American accent is. Yeah, like you sound like a news anchor, which has a very distinct, clear enunciation of every syllable. But yeah, very normal.
All right, thank you. There was a thing that I was applying for to be able to do like some voice things for, and it was one of those things that starts as just like a general Google form of like, hey, like here's what we're looking for. What is your availability? What kinds of like voices are you comfortable with doing? Like, do you feel confident like, doing things outside of like what you are? So like doing a small child voice, or doing an old person voice, or like doing something demonic and being a villain, and like all that's like, what are you cool with? And it's like, how would you describe your voice? And I stared at that question for so long, because I was just like, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to describe my voice, because to me it feels like if you were just like, I'm gonna put into a generator, I just want a plain woman's voice, this is what would pop out. and I was like, is that an accurate way to think about my voice? And then also, I don't think that's a helpful description, even if that is true. So I was like, what do I do with this question? So I just closed it. I was like, I'll come back to this later.
Yeah. No, and I think that's really fair, because I'm trying to think of like other ways that you can like leverage a normal voice that you can add like an adjective to it. So like, we were joking about the like dictionary.com pronunciation of a word. Then I thought about like GPS directions, but even then, like GPS directions, like that can have like a particular adjective, like turn left at the, like if you talked like that, that would be the adjective I gave your voice if you talked like that. But you don't. It's a very normal voice. It's not like it's not overly aggressive usually. Unless
I
you're
can
mad.
certainly make it aggressive.
Right, but I wouldn't say that's like your resting voice state.
I like that.
So
I like it. Carl's described it as a very news anchor voice. I like that.
Yeah. So here, let's just have fun with this. How would you describe my voice?
Oh God. Here's the thing: is I'm not good at describing these kinds of things either, which is my other problem. It's like, can I not come up with words just because I'm bad at it?
You described voices the way that Jeff describes people.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Here, well, how about we let you focus on the game? Chat, how would you describe my voice? Let's get you involved.
There we go. I do like Metric saying, I feel like the question should be more along the lines of please provide a voice sample. So, like, that's one of the other things on there. It's like, hey, where can we see some of the other work that you've done for links and descriptions and stuff like that? So it's like, that is on there. But also the idea being like, cool, like, here's voice samples. For a lot of people, like, that'll be like, cool, like, here's the range I can do. And it's like, if the question is intended like, hey, what is your resting voice? Like, that's a different question than what is the range of things you can do. So I was like, here are links to things. But then it was like, when I got to that question, I was like, well, fuck. All right, so I have a dude now. Oh, I can change their outfits now. So clearly need to spend some time doing that.
Everyone's going to be a butler.
Butler time!
Yay, we're gonna be butler.
You're going Christmas.
You don't even know what the maid outfit looks like.
Oh, that is worse than what I think the maid outfit was gonna be. All right.
I think you're right.
Let's just go do that. Dancewear. Oh.
You sure you're just not digging a deeper hole?
Alright! Not what I was gonna expect for dancewear, but like, somehow not as bad. Alright, so, other things moved. Oh, there's a tiny thing here. So, do that.
Alright, while you're exploring, I'm just gonna read off what people think my voice is. So Suelio thinks I have a southernish accent, East Coast accent, which would perfectly describe Pittsburgh being right in the middle of the South and the East. My voice, continuing, my voice isn't silky smooth. Well, that's unfortunate that you don't think my voice is silky smooth, but is comfortable to listen to in a similar news anchor way. Well, thank you. Ashley, voice is similar but less sharp, more of a blunted, firm tone like a pencil eraser. That might be my favorite description of all time. That it's less sharp. It's more of that blunted, firm tone of just a disappointed dad.
Oh, this is one of those things I have to go outside for, isn't it? Does this mean I get... Oh, it's not? The thing just said I needed a password for the computer. Oh, are they just going to say the password right here?
Yeah, they're going to pull a Ryuji and just talk out loud.
God damn it. I was really hoping that meant I was going to be free of the cat for a few days.
We'll leave the cat in there. I don't think the cat needs to eat, so...
Yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, we're changing the path. Okay, I got it. Really? The password is hello? Oh God. Great.
I used to do that in like 2nd grade with my calculator.
80,085.
That's right. And then in 4th grade, I discovered 80,085.
Or I guess 58,008. I don't what.
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like anyone's eavesdropping on us. Oh, sweet summer child. With your big, way too oversized flashlight. It was very convenient that just happened. Okay, I'm just gonna go right back in here. Thank you.
Flash thinks I have a sitcom dad voice, so I will just periodically pause for canned applause. Thank you. That was perfect. Thanks, Jen.
I should have that as a queued up sound effect. Although you would never be able to hear it, which would make it even funnier.
Yeah, no, I'm used to it. It's fine. I'm used to not hearing applause or cheering or like thank you for all that you do. Like I don't hear that.
Excuse me, I say thank you every stream.
Sorry.
That wasn't directed to you.
I'm going to share this just because I learned something, and
Ooh.
I need everyone else to suffer with me. Now that
it's one of those kind of confessionals. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been alone at the paint warehouse for a little while because they were at a convention. We overlapped yesterday, got caught up, and then one of them has to go and get like an eye surgery. And it's not LASIK. It's like an actual surgery. Not like LASIK's not surgery, but you get what I'm saying. And they're telling me about it. And the thing I learned, if you get squicky about medical things or eye things, maybe earmuffs right now. I get kind of squicky about a lot of that stuff, but this was one of those things that I heard about. And I went, what? And I'm like, I'm okay enough with it to talk about it in vague detail. So I'm going to bring it up just so everybody knows it's a thing. But if you're like very sensitive to it, don't listen. I learned that the way the surgery works is they need to like do the surgery while you're like unconscious, of course, or not fully awake. You know what I mean, like that kind of in between state. But they also they need to make sure they didn't fuck up your vision. So what happens is the sutures they use are adjustable, and literally what happens is you wake up and they go, cool, I need you to look at this eye chart. How does it look? And there's literally things they can still access from the outside, and they can adjust it in real time to make sure your eyes are lined up correctly before they send you home. They're literally adjustable sutures so they can change your eye position while you're awake.
So it almost sounds like that big old machine that when you go to the optometrist, they're like, okay, what's the lowest line you can read? And they make all the changes, like, does it look better 1 or 2? It sounds like that is actively in place in your eye. Well, that's just fun.
Yeah.
That just sounds like fun.
Yeah, I learned that, and I was like, I'm glad it's not just you wake up and you get what you get, but also, what the fuck? So anyways.
Yeah. I don't think we were playing Persona 5 yet, and we really didn't talk with chat too much when we were playing Breach. But I had a minor-ish eye surgery, maybe like 6-7 months ago.
Oh.
I think I told you about it. I don't think I've told chat this. This was it was a weird experience.
Oh, this, yes. Okay, yes, I remember this, yeah.
Yeah. So, long story short, I basically had a pimple form on the inside of my upper eyelid. So, the part of my eyelid that touches my eye got a pimple on it. And it's basically what I need to do. I went to an ophthalmologist. They numbed the area, and they used a clamp to flip the eyelid up, like onto my eyebrow, and they lanced it. And I didn't feel pain, but I could feel like the pressure and like pinching of like I can definitely tell my eyelid is flipped up, and this ophthalmologist is lancing stuff, and really the only thing I could do was just like just talking with her and just like trying to crack jokes with her. But like the entire time I'm thinking of like, oh man, like if I didn't have like this local anesthesia or like numbing thing,
it would be fucking awful. Yeah,
it would be something very awful.
Yeah, not good. Anyways, I needed everyone to be cursed with the knowledge of adjustable eye sutures. So,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to un-earmuff. So anybody who was blocking it is now free and clear. But yeah, that was knowledge that I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Oh, but like I was absolutely like making jokes with the ophthalmologist. I'm like, hey, like if this doesn't go well, pirate is kind of a big thing right now. Eye patch, it'd be. Do you have like good eye patches? Is there like a Lacoste eye patch that you have? And I don't know if like making her laugh while she had something very sharp near my eye was a great idea, but that's how I deal with stress. So.
Did I just punch this vase that caused all of this trouble? And
Yes,
now
you did.
there's a sentient, floating, corrupted gem just kind of floating everywhere. The music changed, so that's never good.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. I'm gonna go with yes. Yes, that's exactly what
God.
happened.
Joe, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck... Joe, shut the fuck all the way up. Get the fuck out of here with that. How dare you?
Jen, again, I think I stand by my South. I stand by my South Austin comment.
God. Oh, look at Chaos Emerald. Yeah. Yeah.
For real?
Here's Knuckles. Can we get Knuckles instead?
God, that would be... God, I would super take an echidna over a cat right now. Joe! Hold on. Oh, I fucked up my mouse controls. Hold on. Everyone's gonna lose audio for a second because I need this. I need this screenshot and I will lose it forever if I don't get it right now. Okay, thank you. God, Joe, I love you. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Catch it! Oh, is this game's version of the fucking hands?
Kind of.
Oh, God.
Actually, that's exactly what it is.
Okay. Oh! Hello! Which means... Okay, does it follow the same rules as the original hands? Where, like, spells don't do anything and I just have to beat the shit out of it?
Kind of. I think some spells are effective.
Okay.
They do have. Some of them do have elemental weaknesses.
Okay.
I don't see a weakness.
Alright. Are any of them ever gonna be weak to guns?
No, but the incentive to using guns or melee is that they drop coins every time you hit them with a physical attack.
I mean, but also I'm not worried about money. I want to make sure this thing dies.
Okay.
Unless I need to catch it?
You can also catch it and use it in a fusion to get some really interesting things.
God.
But it's mostly think of it as a treasure pinata with the side benefit of you can use it as fusion fodder.
Alright, well, let's start with all this shit, I guess. Oh, you drop money regardless of what I hit you with. No, I want to Bufu you, because that's different.
Bufu.
Ravage them!
Bufu.
Okay, so we'll do the shoot. Okay, you resisted that. That is literally the last thing I want to do. All right.
I don't see a weakness.
So we'll do a thing. Nope, not that one. That one. Okay, yeah, that didn't do anything. All right, we'll just keep. What do I have? No.
Persona!
I like how the music keeps changing with your outfits.
Oh, I guess it kind of has, yeah.
Yeah, we're back to last surprise.
There.
I'm having a bad day.
I mean, I feel that.
Persona!
All right, so what does this one do? Go ahead, sure, why not?
Persona!
Oh, but attack is literally attack, isn't it?
It's also your magic ability
Oh, okay,
as well. See?
Hell yeah.
You went from 69 to 129.
No! Fuck!
All right, you got 1,800.
I
yen.
don't care! I don't need the money!
But you know what? You didn't get any experience in the game, but you got experience with the game.
So upset.
Hey, you know, there'll be more, don't worry.
God fucking damn it.
Hey, but now you know, just wail on it. Just don't stop wailing on it.
I thought for sure beefing up some of my stuff was gonna be the way to go, but I guess not. They might be
think about it.
personas. What did that
You know,
mean?
They they increase the amount of time it takes for them to run away. You remember those hands might
Oh yeah,
run away like
the first round. Yeah.
The first round's like, oh hey everyone, I'm running away. Which is the sound a hand makes when it runs away.
If you convince one to become one of your personas, you can use it as a fusion material. Okay. Oh.
So basically, each of those diamond demons, they have a bunch of skills that they can't use, but you can use, like when you fuse two persona together, when you can inherit, you can take with skills. They're basically like a skill holder. So like if there's something you were specifically looking for, it's like, man, I really want to put Bufu on a fire persona because that would be weird and fun. You would use one of those demons to take Bufu like from its skill list and add it to whatever persona you're fusing together.
I hate it.
Sense.
I fucking hate it. It didn't need more. Fusion didn't need more levels. It didn't need more layers. Why is? Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, great, cool. I'm just having.
Flash.
I'm just gonna have a crisis for you for a second.
Flash. I doubt that would have been the thing that she would have killed me for. Like when we were playing Breach and I tried I had Vasile cast Charm on Rika. I could feel Jen wanting to lunge from her spot and just throttle me. I could feel that hatred.
I had such a genuine, oh my god, you didn't reaction to that.
I know. I felt the move. I felt the murderous intent as you moved.
God, it was something. I'm so mad at these fucking treasure demons. Alright, anyways, where the fuck am I going? What? No, this way. Yeah, this is new. I just feel so defeated right now because this game just keeps adding things that are so unnecessary. No, this is not the way I want to go. This is where I was before. Did I really just do a big giant fucking loop? What happened?
Yeah. Don't worry. They're not going to add any more new mechanics throughout this game.
I do not believe you at all.
And you're right to do so.
Oh, good. Oh, it's another goddamn save. Thank you, Jesus.
Well, if you're feeling defeated, like, should we call it here, or do you want to keep pressing on?
I don't want to
try to beat Breath of the Wild.
I'm afraid that I'm going to run into a thing that I'm going to have to go into the real world for. And I'm afraid of running into that while you're not here. I mean, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. My drink is empty, and it was enough of a drink that I don't feel like I should make another one. Making a new one at 10 p.m. feels irresponsible.
And we know Jeff was being very responsible.
That's true. I do also kind of want to talk to Jeff and see how the thing was. So maybe we do call it here. We're in a safe room. It's a convenient place to call it. So maybe we do that. And we're gonna be back here in 4 days. So
we will be back here in 4 days.
You know, as long as another ice storm doesn't happen and knock out my power.
Hey, don't touch your oven.
Yeah, that's true. I was like, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I've just tempted all of the fate. But we'll call it. I think it's a good plan. So James, thank you for being here. You hear that? You hear that? I said thank you for being here and for all that you do.
Oh, thank you, Jen. It's nice to hear that every once in a while.
Oh my fucking Jesus! It was good to see you while you were here and whatever.
I miss it.
It was a lot of fun. So hopefully again sometime soon. Hopefully sometime we'll get Jamf out here too.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. One of Jamf's best friends from college and high school, he and his wife are moving to Austin. And the minute I heard that, I'm like, now we absolutely need to go down to Austin as a family.
Yeah, absolutely.